Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Marion.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say, what's up, Rob?
What's up, Rob?
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, burns, and Roger Federer score updates in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games, especially on that last one, so he can see them and send them over to us.
We don't need any more burns either, though. Have you seen the heat wave, in the Pacific Northwest? We do not need any more burns, okay?
It's hot here, too.
It is hot here, too. We need some cools in the chat. If you got any cools in the chat, make sure to hit us with it. We need 0 burns.
Yes. But those score updates for the Federer match are very important.
And you're on the wrong sport for today.
Yeah.
It's Bobby Bonilla Day.
Disagree.
No, it's Magic Day, okay? I don't know what you two are talking about. This is a Magic show. I don't know what nonsense both of you are speaking, but...
It's Wimbledon.
Oh, great. What are we doing today, Ross?
We're playing Standard with Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Now have a very substantial chunk of the set, so we're going to get to explore a little bit more of the themes in depth, have more cards in our decks, which is always exciting. So Corey is starting with exactly one. Yeah,
I'm starting with exactly one new card in an already, pretty great existing deck. Mono White Snow maybe fallen out of favor a little bit, not incredibly popular. But Icing Death, Frost Tyrant seems pretty strong to me. It's
said it right. Oh my God.
I know. Thank you. I've been practicing. I butchered it on the podcast enough. So if anyone wants to see me butcher it, feel free to go check that out. But I think this deck's pretty powerful.
How exactly did you butcher the name of this card?
I don't know. Brad said it first.
These are all English words.
Okay.
They just mashed 2 of them together at the beginning.
Well, they just say Icing Death, Frost Tyrant like 15 times throughout this card. So it just got repetitive and annoying,
semantic satiation.
Exactly. I hated it. So, but... a Mythic White Dragon that's pretty strong, can block like Goldspan Dragon, which is extremely popular right now. As well, it just hits pretty hard. And honestly, I think the Vigilance ability here is one of the best abilities on it, just because you can actually create a clock and force them to attack into it. And then you get the equipment, which is actually pretty powerful as well. So
yeah, definitely being able to force the trade on a creature that generates value in that trade. A very nice ability. And that's, I talk very frequently about evaluating cards and looking at cards that are internally synergistic, where the abilities on them work together, and this is a very strong case of that. Vigilance working really well with that trigger.
Exactly. If it was like Flying Haste, it would not be that valuable, because people are just like, I take it, I'm going to attack past you. But you can't really go wide against this card or without giving me some value. Like getting free value when something dies is good, believe it or not.
On my side, also updating an established archetype. This is mono red aggro.
Okay.
I have actually moved away from the snow theme to try out one of the new fast creature lands in Den of the Bugbear.
Okay.
We said on the show Tuesday, this is, for both of us, was the one that jumped out as the best one, at least on paper. Certainly read the best and seems pretty powerful in a shell like this.
Yep.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this decision now, all these monocolor decks have been snow because of Faceless Haven.
Yeah.
And now you have the decision of, well, I could just, get rid of the snow element and play whatever the appropriate fast creature land is.
Yep.
Though with red, there's even more variables in the decision. When you go away from snow, you lose a lot of value of Frostbite if you still want to play that card. Now it's just shock to a creature instead of potentially 3, so it's never going to kill Anaxes, Bone Crusher Giants, and a lot of other cards.
Tons,
So you lose that, but you do gain the ability to start adding more utility to your mana base. So I'm playing Shatterskull Smashing again, which a lot of red decks have gone away from because they need to play a lot of snow lands in order to enable Faceless Haven. So a couple different variables in that decision. We'll see how the non-snow mana base works out.
Because it's rough, because Faceless Haven is still really good.
Yeah.
And the thing is, all the decks that want to play these kind of creature lands really seem like they want to be monocolored. And if there's some 2-colored aggro deck that wants to play like the green and the red or whatever, for instance, then I think that's a little bit better, because you can't really do multicolored with snow. Like, it's a lot harder. But for just 1-colored decks, it feels like it's going to be tough to compete with Faithless Haven, But
it's also hard if you're a 2-color deck to want to play 8 copies of these fast lands because they enter tapped so quickly.
Yeah.
So that there's another tension back and forth with the Faceless Haven in the monocolor decks, where Haven is a colorless land, and sometimes you draw too many of them, and it screws up your draw. If you draw too many of these, it might screw up your draw by having a tapped land when you didn't want it. So, there's a lot of pros and cons on both sides. I'm excited to see it play out. So we can get a better idea. And then
Because we're going to test your mana base. You're doing the non-snow, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to stick with this. I don't need that 6 mana to make a 3/4 flyer and get you, you know? Like,
I'm the non-Snow, you're the Jon Snow.
I'm the Jon Snow, absolutely, yep.
I'm sorry, everyone.
It's too hot outside, yeah. It's too hot outside. It's actually going to his brain. You know, he's starting to make more puns these days. It's the heat wave.
My brain is partially melting.
It's literally fried, yeah.
I'm adding a couple other new cards from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, which are really exciting. I think Flame Skull has been the card that
which is what is happening to Ross.
Yes.
Flame Skull, yep.
This is the card that has jumped off the page most to me just reading it.
Yep.
You know, a pretty efficient, aggressive body, 3 power and evasion for 3 mana, but also offers you card advantage when it dies. It gives you some options. You know, you can continually recast the Flame Skull, or you can play other cards off of it. And then the Planeswalker, Zariel, Archduke of Avernus, you know, haste, a really important ability when you're trying to close the game with these aggressive decks. So having this sit on the battlefield, and if I draw a creature, I can give it haste, get in a lot of damage. If not, I can just start spewing tokens that are going to definitely get in some extra damage. Not sure if it's going to be better than Torbran, but we're going to try it out.
I like it. It should be fun.
Oh, God.
Good one. Good one. You're out of it, huh?
I told you, it's too hot outside.
It is too hot. I completely agree. Yeah. So, all right, Rob. Well, he figures out all his card situation. You got any questions for us to start off?
I do. We had a question in chat about Grim Wanderer, and what do y'all think about that as a Magic card?
What does it do?
I was actually looking up the exact text, but basically you can only cast it if a creature has died this turn. It's 1 and a black with flash for a 5/3.
Okay.
And it's just, you can you can cast it only if a creature died this turn. And particularly like comboing with village rights to, you know, maybe try to get it out faster.
Make it a 3-drop for a 5/3. Interesting. There's some decent sacrifice stuff that's going on, but
but like when you look at 2 mana 5/3, you think, wow, those are really good stats.
Yeah.
The reason those are really good stats is predicated on being able to cast it on turn 2 and it being better than what your opponent's casting on turn 2.
Yeah.
But because of the restriction, that's not true in this case.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be casting it on turn 3 at best with village rights, right? And on turn 3,
it's also any creature, so.
Oh, so if you like trade creatures on turn 1, sure.
Yeah.
No. Turn 1, me, selfless savior. You play something. Turn 2, save it. 5/3. Boom. Broke it. Or your opponent is just like, okay, I mean, I played half of my Lovestruck Beast on turn 1. You play your 5/3. I'll just play 5/5 and trade.
Yeah.
Good job.
So the fact that it's not really a 2-drop, it's secretly a 3 or 4-drop most of the time, makes the stats look a lot less impressive.
Yeah. You know, the Rakdos Sacrifice decks are starting to look pretty good, to be honest. Like, there's a lot of new tools. It might kind of come back. You know, since Cat Oven went away, it's been kind of obliterated, you know? But there's enough toys coming around that maybe that kind of strategy is better. And the one problem they've always had is kind of closing quick, right? Like, it's a lot of Whisper Squad nonsense, you know, thanks to you. Yeah, I know.
We don't disparage the squad on this show.
Oh, sorry.
At least not that one.
Okay.
Squads I disparage all the time, but that Whisper Squad is not one of them.
I was going to say Whisper Squad on 1, activate on turn 2, turn 3, Village Right's one of them, 5/3.
Okay, I take it back. This card's great.
Yeah, this card's busted. We got a deck for Ross now. Yeah. All right, let's get going. I'm going to start. I'm going to keep. It's nothing amazing here. A little problem on the curve, but good enough.
I will keep as well.
I have Selfless Savior. Look out. I might have Swamp next turn and that 5/3.
I have Den of the Bugbear and a pass.
Okay. I have a beat for 1.
19.
Land, go. Not a good turn 2 for me.
I will play a mountain and pass the turn.
Okay. Interesting draw. I will attack for 1.
18.
I will play a Faithless Haven and pass the turn.
Right on.
This is an aggressive mirror, right? That's what we're doing, right? Okay.
Playing Annex.
Annex, okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay. let's go with... All right, we're going to slam it. New card, pass to you. Icing Death, Frost Tyrant. See how it goes. And this was kind of replacing the Legion Angels, like that kind of plan. And I do think it's an upgrade. At least we'll see.
Okay. I've got my one Torbran.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, I thought you cut that.
Cut all but one. Got 3 of the Planeswalker and 1 Torbran.
I like it. I like it.
And now my only question is whether I want to offer the trade, but it's going to be a trade with Selfless Savior.
Yep.
Which is not great. So I guess I will pass the turn.
Okay. One thing I'm going to do is attack.
I'll go to 14.
Okay. All right. And... let's go with a Skyclave. And I'm not sure which one I want to hit. If I hit Annex, I know you have other copies of Annex, so you could just slam another one. If I hit Torbran, you know, that's just a bigger creature, but still probably pretty important. How bad is it to get Embercleaved and Annex next turn? Probably not that bad, right? Like I have 6, 7... 11. Don't have lethal on you, but that's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'll hit Torby. Past you.
You got 4 in hand over there?
3.
Even better.
Even better. You got 1 million?
6.
Okay. We know why you wanted to play these lands. You just were so sick of snow lands. You just wanted to play the pretty ones, didn't you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Unclear. Okay. I'm going to attempt to stomp on the Skyclave Apparition.
Stomp on the Skyclave, eh? Yeah, I'll attempt to save it.
Sure. Then I'll play Bone Crusher Giant.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay. It's a D-straw. All right, let's play Skyclave, hit Annex. And got an Apparition.
An Aspirant.
Aspirant. And I could put a counter here and try to like trade with Bone Crusher, but then you just get a 4/4. That seems silly. So, all right, hit you for 5.
I'm a 9.
Past you. Yeah, Frostbite would be pretty good for you right now, huh?
Yeah. Definitely hurts in this matchup not having it.
Yeah. But yeah, you play against like Sultai or something, and arguable if it helps or not, but I would think it's better to have the mana base that you have now.
Yeah, I got a Flame Skull and a Robber.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn.
All right. I think I got you. I'll play this, get the equipment, equip it, and put a counter on this, and tap this when I attack. Kind of a nice little ability that you can do with the second one. Kind of a gasser.
So that's an 8-point attack.
Yeah.
Put me to 1.
Oh, wait, you're at 9, huh? 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Okay, I guess that's not great. Well, I guess I'll just attack with everything then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No,
Whatever reason, I thought you were at 7, but...
This was just a case of my draw lining up as poorly as humanly possible against yours.
Against mine, yeah. We both had really slow draws and really reactives, but like I played a card that if you didn't want to kill for a long time, I don't even know if you had an option.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. But also you just didn't want to, right? Like,
Yeah, I drew one piece of interaction that was completely irrelevant against everything you played, and you drew multiple
Just
pieces of
Bone
interaction
Crusher,
that were literally perfect against the threat.
yeah.
So, it's just a case of Skyclave Apparition being very good and me not having access to Frostbite being a problem.
Yeah, exactly. And me having snowlands during this heat wave was really beneficial versus your just fiery mountains, that wasn't helping you out. All right. Rob, you got a question from our lovely audience?
I do. There was a new card previewed today. Delino Wild Mage, 3 in a red for a 3/2.
This card's wild.
Whenever this card attacks, choose target creature you control, roll a d20, 1 through 14, create a tapped and attacking token that is a copy of that creature, except it's non-legendary. Exile this creature at the end of combat. And 15 through 20, create one of those tokens, roll again.
I think it's pretty disgusting, to be honest. I mean, 4 mana is outrageous, but... I think they're definitely trying to toe the line as much as possible to make rolling a d20 competitive, which I don't know how I feel about that yet, but I don't know. I think that card could be decent with the right kind of come into play abilities, of creatures. I don't know what that would entail, but,
This is a 4-mana 3/2?
It is a 3/2, not a 3/3. Yeah, that's a problem for Stomp as well, but when Throne rotates, I feel like we should keep a timer of every time we say when Throne is out, this card might do this, because I think I said it like 5 times on the podcast last night.
I'm just keeping a list.
Exactly, yeah. But it's an interesting, fun card, that's for sure. But
yeah, and you're guaranteed to get the trigger every turn at least once. Sometimes you get more than that, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
So certainly a powerful card when you it just feels very win more to me. You're like successfully attacking with your 4-drop and copying something else that you have that generated value.
Yeah.
So you're just assuming your opponent never interacts with you.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But I just think of cool things to do. Like you play that, next turn you play Annex, copy it, get a bunch of satyrs. And if you copy it and roll again, you're just 4 satyrs, copy it again, 4 satyrs. Kind of disgusting. I think it's better than the Planeswalker you have in there, to be honest. But I just think that Planeswalker's bad, but we'll see.
I like the Planeswalker.
Do you?
Haste is always an underrated ability. I think spewing out those tokens is also going to be... it's going to play better than it reads. A 1/1 doesn't read that much, but those dice triggers, especially when you have multiples, can really stack up to do something.
And what was the card that was a soul bond creature where it was a 2/1? When something come into play, it would give it haste, they would share haste or
Lightning
something.
Mauler.
Yeah. Something like that. If you had 3/2, would just make that card actually good. But I don't think there's really a way to easily give that creature haste, because I think that's what you need for that 4-drop for it to be playable.
Finished talking about a Planeswalker that gives your creatures haste.
Yeah, but it doesn't curve into it. Yeah. You need something that is at the 2 or the 3 spot to curve into that. But yeah, 4 into 4, pretty clunky.
Indeed.
All right, how's your hand, Mr. Merriam?
It is mediocre.
I think mine's actually pretty good. I'll keep.
Den Fervent Champion, attack for 1.
All right, 19.
You're up.
All right, I got the good dog. Past you.
So, Corey, your Annex line doesn't work because it does exile the tokens. They don't die.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, no, it works because they legend rule when they come
they're
in.
non-legendary.
It makes the
tokens are non-legendary.
Oh, okay.
Attack
All right. Well, that's less cool. Yeah, I'll take it.
18.
18.
You can go.
So maybe in some red-white Yorian shells. What if you attack with that creature and copy the backside of what it's Haka, right? Haka and Alrund's on the front. If you copy that, it's still just Haka, right? It doesn't come in a copy as the front side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That would have been cool. All right. So I gotta anticipate you have a Stompy Stomp. So I want to play the best thing around that. Which I suppose would be this. All right, I'll attack.
19.
I'll play Draneth Magistrate. Pass to you.
Flame Skull. You can go.
Okay. I have a land. And let's go with Elite Spellbinder. All right. And I think I'd rather protect. I'll pass to you.
Attack.
Could think about blocking. You can't really cast it. Would just be a good clean trade. Am I winning the race is the real question. Probably not. I'll block.
Pass the turn.
Okay. I will play our new Mythic Dragon. Pass to you.
Flame. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a combo.
That's a combo.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
I can't do anything.
Yeah. Draneth Magistrate, Elite Spellbinder. Draneth is just already good because there's so many adventures, but Elite Spellbinder is just exile a card until this goes away. And now these are gone for good after one turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you could, if you hit a land, you could have played it, though, because it's not casting a spell, I would imagine, right?
No, it's
Until the turn, you may play one of those.
when you play a spell, it's called casting.
No. I said if you hit a land.
Oh, yeah, you play it. Yeah, I could have
that's what I
played
said. Yeah.
You can go.
All right. Tra-la-la-la-la. All right, I have a Maul of the Skyclaves. I'll strap this up. I have a Luminarch Aspirant. I will put a counter on this, and then attack for just a casual 7.
I'm at 12.
All right, pass to you. Pretty close one. Ruh-roh. Oh, Shatter Skull.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can target both of these and give Corey the option to either let them both die or protect either of them with a Savior, or I can target Savior in one of these. I can't really target Icing Death because it's a 4, so it would just be targeting only it, and Corey would obviously save it, so it's just dealing with the Savior, which is basically what I'm doing anyway.
Yeah.
At least this way I guarantee deal with the Savior, which is the only way I can possibly win this game.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm just going to be dead regardless. Yeah, I can't possibly win.
Yeah, I don't think so. I was going to save
I
Aspirant.
just kept a 5-lander and drew a bunch more lands.
Yeah.
all of your cards matched up very well against mine, and you curved 1 through 5 perfectly.
This matchup's always been pretty close, like the standard red snow versus white snow with frostbite. But without frostbite, it gets worse, and I think white was already slightly favored, and I think this card is incredible in aggro mirrors. It's looked good.
Yeah.
It's looked good, yeah. It just seems
hard to answer, and the equipment is good. And
yeah. Pretty sweet. All right, everybody. That is going to do it for our pre-boarded games. We're going to head to the sideboard and see what we can do for our post-board game, see if Ross can come back. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with sideboarding here on Versus Live.
Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between mono red aggro and mono white aggro. On my side, bringing in all my ways to interact with creatures between Blazing Volley, Scorching Dragonfire, the Crone War. At least all my good ways. No red cap melees.
Yeah.
Leaving the Soul Seer still on the sideboard. You do have the one Baneslayer that I would like it for, but that's all it's good against. So I don't want to, add such a narrow card. Cutting creatures that are bad in combat, a la Rimrock Knight. Trimming a land because I expect both sides are going to bring in a lot more removal, and I don't want to flood in longer games. And then cutting the one Torbran. Between all of your, Alceids and Selfless Saviors, the size of my creatures really doesn't matter that much in terms of their damage output, and your creatures are mostly small anyway, so it just seems like an expensive card that's going to get Skyclave Apparitioned.
Yep, no, makes sense to me. So from my end, taking out Giant Killers, that's the one and honestly, Redain too is pretty bad, but these are the 6 cards I just really want to take out. Redain is much better against like Sultai, bigger decks like that, or if you were Snow, it'd still be decent, then at least all your lands are tap lands. Giant Killer, you have creatures that hit in a total of 4, and like maybe Annex I can hit, but not the best targets, and overall a pretty weak card. And then taking out a couple Alceids, Blazing Volley, another card that could just wreck me. So trimming on that, I think it's the worst out of the lesser out of the Selfless Savior and Alceid. Then we're bringing in some Glass Caskets. Nice answer to Annex. A couple Luris, which I think is interesting. This cannot really play it as the companion. We have a lot of bigger creatures, but it's just a good card in aggro matchups, just value to bring back. Even if you Selfless Savior early, turn 4, Luris Selfless Savior is pretty busted.
Yeah.
Then I'm bringing in the 1 Legion Angel with 3 Legion Angels in the board. That'll be a great card to draw. And then some Lifelink up against the red deck. And we'll see how we do. Baneslayer against a hyper-aggressive red deck. Like, what is it, 2012?
Like 2009.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh, yeah, I gotta love it. Any cool cards that you saw previewed that you're excited about that we're not showcasing today? Yeah. Not too many actually got spoiled today, to be honest. We got a lot yesterday. They're going to start coming out today and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, no, there hasn't been a lot that really jumped off the page at me. I think the backlash from Eldraine has forced them to sort of take a step back with the power level of the sets.
Yep.
So Standard's going to get a lot more interesting in the fall when Throne rotates, and some of these cards that have been thoroughly overshadowed have a chance to shine in a powered down metagame.
Yeah, and for me, it's I want to try every single preview season for anybody who watches Versus Live. Whenever a new set comes out, I try some Jeskai Yorion Blink deck, and I'm going to try with that coin flipping card. I just think it's going to be sweet. Blink like some Barons, Charming Princes, Yorions, make some copies of those. Could be cool. Probably will be heinous, but I want to try it. I think that's the one idea I have with the cards we got today.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's just me being, loving the bad cards more than anything, just to try them out. I don't know if there's anything that's going to break Standard so far, but... All right, you want to go first?
I do.
Okay. My hand is literally perfect.
Oh, so have the other two.
Yeah, I really have had good hands.
I'll lead on Den Champion, get in for 1.
Okay, 19. I got the good dog. Pass to you.
So we don't really start getting like the good deck list until Croaky starts like feeding y'all lists, right?
Exactly. Yeah. If we have to wait for Croakies, it's
play
a
Robber.
Rougher. Okay.
In there, trigger Robber.
You got
4.
Oh.
I was on the play.
Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
You're at 16.
Okay, that's troublesome.
You're up.
Let's let's go with a Luminarch Aspirant. And I'm going to put a counter here. And I'll attack for 1.
19.
Past you.
Interesting turn for me here.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of options.
Yeah, you do.
16 and 19. I think I want to be pressuring Corey as much as I can.
Makes sense.
Four cards in hand. Yeah, I'm going to play Robber of the Rich, and I'm going to attack with both 2 triggers.
Okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, I do think I want to take one of these down if possible. So you can play Selfless Savior post-combat, which is pretty powerful. So it's going to make my blocking a lot tougher next turn. But yeah, I think it's worth it. I will block.
No effects.
All right, I'll sack to prevent.
Yep. You take 2.
Yep, 14.
And then I will play Selfless Savior.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
That's pretty cool draw. I'm going to play this, and I think it's just time to make sure you don't have a rogue here, because getting Luris is pretty disgusting. And now the counter I want to put on a creature, it's just which one I would rather get stomped. And I think I would rather put a counter on here, and then I'll get in there for 3.
16, 14.
Past you. Maybe that attack is a little aggressive, but.
I'll play Flame Skull Hall Monitor.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, I got a land. Let's go with, we got some good options here as well. I'm just going to play our Mythic Dragon. And I'm going to put a counter here. I could attack with this. Pretty unlikely you want a triple block, and I think I'd just be fine with that. Embercleave, of course, is scary, and a good way to kind of play around Embercleave is to just pressure. Yeah, I will attack.
Yeah, I'll take 3.
Okay, pass to you.
13.
13, 14.
Yep.
Put the counter on Icing Death, Frost Titan to be able to maybe block Flame Skull, as well as the land. Somewhat valuable.
Three cards in hand.
3 cards.
Well, so far all of my new cards have not looked good.
Yeah.
I would love for this to be a faceless haven, so I can activate, attack, and then use Hall Monitor.
Yep. And it also could get you Luris once you get enough mana and stuff. That's kind of the one hidden thing that Faithless Haven has. And this card's going to look super good in a matchup that tries to kill it, not exile it, as my removal. But the Planeswalker here would probably be pretty good.
Would it?
Mostly because I don't remember all the abilities on it, and it had a lot of text, so I assume it's good.
It's I mean, I'm gonna play it.
Okay. All right, you pick your mode while I get a refresher here.
I'm gonna plus it.
Okay. All right.
And I am going to attack. I think I don't want to attack with Hall Monitor because I want to have that eventually for Flame Skull to get through. So Hall Monitor is going to stay back. Everything else is going to get in.
Yeah, I wish you'd attack with Hall Monitor because then you'd be dead. Yeah, I don't think I care to kill Flame Skull here or trade my Apparition, so I'll just block here to Selfless Savior.
Okay, take 6.
This is just red creature? It's all your creatures, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, take 6.
Go to 8.
Down 8.
Pass the turn.
I will play. Create a 1/1 whenever this creature dies. Okay.
It's like the tokens from Tybalt.
Gotcha. I'll play a Maul. So that was 11. So I could attack with everything at you, force a chump with Hall Monitor on this. And then it's kind of scary. There's probably some draws that just kill me, though, so that's probably not the smartest. I don't think I should be that aggressive. But I will put this... I'm going to put this here. And I am going to put a counter here. And I'm going to attack this at the Planeswalker and this at you.
So currently, if I take this 4, I'll be at 9, and I'll be facing lethal in the air next turn. So, and if I just take it, can I possibly kill you?
I think if you had one more mana, you for sure could. I guess I have 2 flyers. I was thinking wouldn't be able to block plus cleave. But yeah, I think you need another land or another attacker.
Yeah, that would only put you to... I can't even do that. If I activate this and I can't cast cleave, it only...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need one more mana and then...
And that wouldn't even be lethal.
Yeah, because I have 2 flyers. I was thinking just getting rid of 1 flyer would do it. But...
Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I think you're toast. The one play I was interested that you made was not playing Lurrus on turn 3. I was really afraid of that play. And then being able to deal with your rogues and leaving this value on the table. You know, I don't know if it's for sure correct, but I was afraid of that line.
You just Skyclave Apparition the Lurrus, and like maybe I eventually then force a trade for the Apparition, and I have a little bit more aggression. I still don't think that's turning the game around. I was trying to make sure I would get value out of it before you Apparitioned.
Yeah.
But then I just gave you value of the Apparition with that attack anyway.
Yeah. No, I think it was close.
Yeah, I think I need to block.
Okay.
I think I need to find
Take 0.
2 turns somehow.
Play a good dog and pass to you.
Oh, surprised you didn't have a 2-drop.
I know.
This is the first time in 3 games you haven't used all your mana on it.
I know, it's brutal. All right, I'll float 1. And my draw was literally perfect.
I noticed. Oh, can't block, so
Can't block.
attack.
I will block.
Pam, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. It's kind of personal.
Yeah.
Do you have a second plunger?
A second plunger? No.
Okay. All right. I'll go buy one.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you get back to work.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay.
I was running and just stopped to say hi.
Okay.
Everyone.
Brad's back. Good to see you, bro. Oh, we're crushing.
Good.
We're crushing, yeah. Our mono white deck has lined up quite well against the mono red deck. Wow, that was hilarious. I was like, you could not be serious. That's my brother, ladies and gentlemen.
I have an Ember Cleave.
Okay. Yeah, first strike damage. They just kill each other, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You get a 2/2. God, that was funny. I was like, you cannot be asking this for real. Like, oh, man.
I'll pass.
Older brothers, am I right? Okay. All right. I'm at 8.
Still 8.
Still 8, yeah.
It was only they all traded on the initial first strike, and he had 4 toughness against 4 power.
11.
If he just saved his thing with Selfless Savior, then I'd be dead, but...
Yeah, but I got distracted from my older brother coming into our show asking for...
Comment from chat. Half Wing Scene says, "What's wrong, Corey? You look flushed."
Yeah. Wow, that was good. That's good. Also, equip that, silly goose.
Sure.
Yeah, that got me good, to be honest. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to slow roll, but I'm just optimizing here. Let's get rid of that. And let's put a counter on the Selfless Savior and attack with these.
For 11.
Yeah.
And I'll go to 2.
Okay, and I'll play this, and I'll pass to you.
Jesus.
Hey, you do get to put that. I'm somewhat in danger here. If you have like Rimrock Knight or something.
4 of those out.
Okay,
You were here for that.
Good. I'm sorry, I'm just so flustered.
Yeah, I'm just dead.
All right. Yeah, I just stopped at 5 lands every single draw. And
You had 6 lands in game 1, but it was with 2 Faceless Havens.
that's
instead of
true.
1.
That's true. And you have a lot of mono red cards that line up pretty well against non-aggro decks, and I have the 1 white card that lined up incredibly well against aggressive decks. I think that was a big, a big factor here.
Yeah. It's not that the cards are necessarily bad; it's that they're certainly bad in this matchup.
Yeah,
Which is that said, the creature lands you would generally expect to be reasonable across the board.
Yeah.
And in this case, Den looks significantly worse than Faceless Havens.
It really did.
That's the one worrisome thing. And then obviously, losing out on Frostbite is a big deal. So it's definitely a strike against the non-snow versions. Shadow Skull Smashing did not look great. So a little awkward there. But yes, the dragon looked awesome. Very difficult to deal with. I needed more, Scorching Dragonfires or whatever on my sideboard. And even then, you made it immediately a 5/4 in that last game.
Yeah.
And you were having Vigilance. It's just huge in aggressive matchups. You always, aggressive matchups are always about combat. So creatures that can play both sides, play offense and defense, are really, really valuable.
Yeah. No, I think it was quite good. I'm pretty impressed with it. And I really like the secret ability of if you draw a second one in 6 mana, just equip it. Now you're attacking for 6 and tapping down a flyer or tapping down a blocker. Not going to come up a ton, but, it was pretty cool the one game that forced through lethal. It's not like I was in a bad position or something, but yeah.
No, it's just another way that, WotC's found creative ways to turn legendary creatures and into creatures that don't have as high diminishing returns where the second copy does things. We saw it with Annex where you got that death trigger and you just get 4 1/1s. But with you're right, with Icing Death, you just you got the equipment. We saw it with the DFCs too, right? You could play both sides. None of them ended up being that powerful enough, but it was neat when you drew that second copy and it was still useful.
Back in my day, my legends, we put them in our deck just to kill the same copy in our opponent's deck. Put GT in our deck just to kill other GTs in a deck that doesn't even attack, like the good old days. Good old days. All right, so I'm guessing you don't want to play a pity game.
No, I think I'm good.
You're good. You're good. Okay. All right. So we are going to take a break. Unless Rob, you got a question at all?
We kind of did have people were talking, Ross. It seemed like you flooded a couple of the games, and they were wondering if you thought maybe you were playing too many lands, but.
I did board out a land. I could see.
How many are you playing?
I think I'm playing one more than most lists did.
You're
and
playing
I did that
22 plus the 4 smashing.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But you have Shadow Skull Smashing as a land/spell when you draw it late. I figured Flame Skull Dying would create instances where you generate card advantage, and you usually want more lands when you have more card advantage. And my curve was a little bit higher with the Planeswalkers. The real issue was that I didn't get to realize a lot of those things because I was dying very quickly, and my 3/1s never died. And when they did, I didn't get to cast the spells anyway because of Granite Magistrate. So you saw a lot of that flooding was actually things that were forced by the way the matchup was going, and the reality of the other side of the table as opposed to issues from my side of the table.
Yep. Totally agree. Okay, so we're going to head to the next round. I'm going to be playing a sweet Jeskai Dragon deck that Ross brewed up. I'm pretty excited about it. It looks awesome.
And I will be playing a Selesnya Life Gain Synergy deck with a couple new cards in it.
Heliod in Standard. Fan me down. All right, we're going to take a short 5-minute break, and we'll be right back with round number 2 here on Versus Live. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And we got Rob in the booth. Say what's up, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
Rob will be taking all your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat, but no Federer updates. We refuse them.
That is
good, because there were none anyway.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. So make sure to take at Star City Games, and he will get his favorite one over. No phones at work, okay? All right, I'll tell on you to upper management, okay? We'll get HR in here, and they'll yell at you, okay?
I don't care.
Okay, perfect. All right, we are playing more Standard today.
Everyone watching will know you're a narc.
That's true. I just said it, so yeah.
Get that blasted all over Twitter. Corey Baumeister is a narc.
Wow, harsh. Okay, you got me good.
We'll get that trending by the end of the episode.
Yes. If I'm trending in any way, that's pretty cool, I guess.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So I'm going to be playing a Jeskai Dragons deck here that looks pretty sweet, playing Adult Gold Dragon. I think this card is a lot better than Teenage Gold Dragon, but not quite as strong as Senior Gold Dragon. But, you know, I think it could be quite good.
I mean, you know, they're getting there. They got a little bit more to learn. But yeah, they're not skateboarding on the sidewalks anymore. That's an improvement.
That is, yeah.
They just they just need to learn to respect their elders a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Then they'll be right there.
A full Senior Dragon after that. So we'll see. I honestly think this card, it's pretty funny, and it's pretty clear about the power creep of this set going back down, which needs to happen. It's going to make, you know, content a little rough for this next 3 months when it comes to Standard, because cards aren't as powerful as Throne of Eldraine. Thank God. You know, that's insane. But seeing this at rare, a 5-mana 4/3 flying lifelink haste, you know, we haven't seen flying lifelink haste, you know, on a card except like the backside of
Ormondal,
yeah. It's like the only time. So this is kind of a unique ability, but you know, Baneslayer is not being played. Goldspan Dragon is still just probably much better. But it's an interesting card and probably going to be pretty good against an aggressive deck. So we'll see there. Then Orb of Dragonkind, really nice one here at being able to play this and play a turn 3 Galazeth Prismari. Being able to play that, and then the turn after, you just have a ton of mana, especially if we have other dragons in our hand. And then Portable Hole, trying that out up against a deck where you do have a good amount of 2-drops, so it's going to be incredibly efficient. Yeah. Should be pretty strong. And then a Hall of the Storm Giants.
For Galazeth Prismari and Shimmer Dragon, so
I love that
artifact count.
And then Hall of the Storm Giants as this late game big effect. Who knows if this is going to be great in here, but I'm also playing this in my next deck, so I'm really trying this creature land out.
I gotta say, you know, you've played a lot of stinkers during preview season.
I have,
and I looked at this deck that you were playing, and I'm like, this is really well put together. So you must have gotten it from someone else.
No, I built it myself.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
No, I built it, and you know what? Honestly, I'm just improving as a deck builder, and I'm really happy that you noticed. So thank you. That means a lot coming from you. You know.
I will be playing a deck that I designed, much like Corey this round.
Whoa, come on. Wow, who's the narc now, huh? Are you a narc and a bus driver just driving right over me there? Jeez, come on.
Only in my dreams. I'm going to be playing a Selesnya Life Gain deck, really utilizing a card that I think is pretty powerful in Trellisera Moon Dancer, essentially in a Johnny's Primate, but you also get to scry 1 when you trigger it. And these decks they're synergy-driven decks, so you need to find the right pieces, but they often don't have the level of consistency necessary because you're playing a bunch of cheap creatures and other synergy cards. You don't have a lot of card selection. So tacking that onto one of your key payoff cards, I think, is a really it's one of those additions to a deck that is better than it reads on paper, because it's something that the deck is missing. It really fills a need. And then Prosperous Innkeeper gives you redundancy with Daxos as that sort of soul sister card. But in this case, does so in a way that lets you flood the battlefield really quickly by getting that treasure token, and also helping fix your mana in a 2-color aggressive deck, which you can always use the help. 2-color aggro decks notably have poor mana. So another card that, again, it reads just like a normal Soul Sister, but it does it in a way that is going to be really helpful to the archetype, I think. So,
cool.
Building around with Heliod, Speaker of the Heavens, all these payoffs that we've normally seen, Righteous Valkyrie, which is just a really powerful card.
Yeah.
Trellisera is a cleric, so you even get that synergy going on a little bit. I didn't go super hard on clerics, but hopefully we'll have enough life gain to get there with the Valkyrie.
Okay, sounds really cool. And my Portable Holes are not going to be able to deal with Heliod or Valkyrie, so that could be a little tricky.
Yeah, those are definitely the key threats for me, because your list is not specifically well set up to beat them. Though, I think that I'm not going to be able to really stop a bunch of giant dragons in the air either. So
yeah,
there's some holes on both sides.
So Ross, to make up for how bad that last game went for you, Deepster122 has said 7-6-6-1-5-3 to Fed.
7-6-6-1-5-3?
Yes.
For what? Oh, gotcha.
We're close to serving out the match.
Okay. Yeah.
Love it. He played way too much time in the first round. You can't put that much time on court in these early rounds. It really.
I'm done with these tennis updates. I'm going to help Brad with the plunger. I'll see you later, y'all. I've had it up to here.
Apparently Brad did too.
yeah. Good point. Oh, man. Too good. All right. So I'm guessing you want to go first.
I do.
Bring it on.
Worked so well in round one, I figured I'd run
It
it
did go
back.
pretty well for you. It did go pretty well for you. All right. Ooh.
I will keep my hand.
I'll keep.
I'll lead on planes. I'll see it.
Okay. I will play River Glide Pathway, and I'll pass to you.
Attack for one.
The beatdowns, 19 to 21.
And then I will play Prosperous Innkeeper.
Okay.
Myself a treasure.
All righty.
Pass the turn.
That was an interesting draw. I'm gonna go with a Maze Mine Tome. Pass to you. Prash to you, bud.
Okay, I've got a Heliod.
Okay.
Does not gain a life off the Innkeeper since it doesn't enter as a creature, but I will attack for 2.
Okay. I'll go to 17. You go to
17, I go to
22.
22, and I gain a life and trigger the Heliod.
Yep.
Should probably just put the counter on the Innkeeper, and it allows me to more freely use the Alseid to protect my position. It is nice to be pumping the lifelink creature, of course, but I'll put the counter on the Innkeeper.
And I think I am okay. I have a pretty good play next turn, so I'm not going to mess around with the tome. Hopefully I don't regret that by getting beat down. Another interesting draw. All right, I'm going to play Portable Hole, and I'm going to attempt to put this in the Portable Hole.
Yep.
Okay, and then I will pass to you. Good call not putting the counter on the Alseid, because that's a little more brutal for me.
Okay, I've got a Forest, and I will play another Prosperous Innkeeper.
Whenever another creature enters, so this would trigger Heliod.
Yep.
So I'm going to stomp in response. Put this on an adventure.
I'm going to get another treasure. I'm going to immediately sack it for a white
Okay.
and play a Skyclave Apparition.
Okay.
So that is going to gain me a life off the Innkeeper, put me to 23.
Okay.
And
Pretty good.
I'm going to get a counter on something, and I'm going to hit the Portable Hole. I'm going to put the counter on the Apparition to protect it from further stomps.
Okay.
And then when Alseid enters, I'm going to gain a life off of Innkeeper and trigger Heliod. So I'll be at 24.
Okay. This is scary.
And once again, going to put the counter on Innkeeper because I can protect it with Alseid.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
Oh, that was gross.
Yeah, the extra treasure from Innkeeper is nice.
Yeah. Getting to the point where I should maybe use this tome. I do want to squeeze out some value. I will scry. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll crack this.
Another planes.
And then I'm going to cast a Portable Hole.
Target.
Alseid. And then I have a second Portable Hole.
Jesus Christ.
Target this.
You mean a third Portable Hole, actually?
Yes. A second of the turn. And then I'll pass to you.
I will play a Selfless Savior.
Okay.
I will play a Righteous Valkyrie.
Yeah. If you have 7 or more, huh? So you're a little behind. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, I'll attack for 8.
Oh. Heliod's on, eh?
What do you want a petty theft? Could also be a stomp. Could hit the Selfless Savior. Should be kind of a tilt.
Yeah, this is not looking great. I'm gonna take it. Go to 9.
9. Pass the turn.
All right, I'll draw a card.
Yep.
Play this. And cast a Bone Crusher. And I'll pass to you.
Declare attacks.
Sure.
And we'll send in with Heliod and Valkyrie.
Okay. No blockers.
I will attempt to give Valkyrie lifelink before damage.
All right, I'll petty theft it. I'll take 0.
Yep. I kind of want to play this because it'll help me out later, but I really don't want to get Valkyrie countered. That said, your counter spell is didn't say please. I also got to worry about the Bone Crusher Giant here.
Yeah, I'm not in a great spot, but one really good draw could put it over the edge.
Yeah, I'm going to replay the Valkyrie, make sure I get that down.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
Now I have to debate if I want to scry. I'm getting to the point where you're getting somewhat close to killing me. I think I will. Ugh. Don't think that's good enough. Don't have time for another tome. That definitely isn't good enough. I'll draw a card and gain 4.
Brings you to 13.
Obviously. I'll play a land and I will pass to you.
You have 2 in hand.
3.
3.
All busted.
I will play a Prosperous Innkeeper.
Okay.
Get the treasure.
You got it.
I will play Trellisera.
What does that one do again? That's the Johnny's Pride Maid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, that resolves.
Okay, when it enters the battlefield, I gain 2 with Valkyrie and 1 with Innkeeper.
Yep.
So that'll put me to 27. Those are 2 instances of life gain, so I have 2 triggers of this and 2 triggers of Heliod. Heliod.
Seems fine.
Yeah, Heliod will put 2 counters on the apparition.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, do I need to do that? No,
I'm so dead.
I'm going to put 2 counters on Selfless Savior because all my creatures are now getting +2/+2.
Yeah.
So now we've got a 4, a 7, and we'll make this a 5, and this will still be a 5.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be attacking for 21.
I'll concede.
and scrying twice.
I'll concede.
Is scavenging is going to be good?
I mean, your battlefield was incredible.
Yeah.
Not all the portable holes in the world are going to save me from that.
I mean, I would say pretty impressive for me to just power straight through 3 1-mana removal spells and a stomp.
Yeah.
On the first 3 turns of the game.
It was pretty good. I thought my draw was great. It was just, Tome, Bone Crusher, Brazen, and like if on the play it's going to be a little bit better, but it's still just a perfectly fine draw, and kind of got run over.
Yeah.
Heliod is just such a good card that it just shocks me that it's not played more in Standard, because it really is incredibly powerful,
Yeah, it always needs a little bit of help, and the help cards haven't really been there.
Yeah, and all the life gain cards that just make your creatures a little bit better over time, that deck just gets destroyed by Sultai Ultimatum. Sultai Ultimatum is completely, just Spartan kick these kind of decks out of the metagame,
Yeah, but the way I have mine built is to try to be that, more aggressive, so that you can really end games faster. And both Prosperous Innkeeper and Trellisera looked pretty good there.
Yeah.
The extra mana from Innkeeper especially.
Yeah.
I like that you can go turn 1 Alseid, turn 2 Innkeeper, and then activate the Alseid if you want to.
Yeah. To save that Innkeeper. Yeah. All right, I liked it. All right, Rob, you got a question from our lovely audience?
Don't at the moment, but like, is Portable Hole a card you see seeing play in like older formats?
I'm interested.
It was until Prismatic Ending got put into Modern Horizons 2.
Would it still just be on Thin Ice? Like on Thin Ice is still just probably a better card.
On Thin Ice demands so much more of your mana base, right?
Not
you need
a ton in fetch. I'm thinking like Modern,
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see it in Pioneer, to be honest. That seems like it's not a bad one in there. But
So Portable Hole hitting non-land permanents is the important part. So you can hit unlike on Thin Ice, you hit Ren in 6, you hit Amulet of Vigor, you hit Ether Vial.
Regavan, which is a pretty big deal, but so does Prismatic Ending. So
yeah, that's the issue. Is I think Prismatic Ending has just ended up being a better card because it's more versatile. It can hit 3 drops in a lot of decks. The only time it's worse is when you have to hit exactly a 2-drop and it costs 1 more mana, but it also doesn't get undone by all the disenchants that are around. I think you would have seen Portable Hole in a lot of these decks in Modern, but Prismatic Ending sort of preemptively replaced it, even though Hole was previewed before Modern Horizons preview started.
Yeah, it's just too good. But yeah, I mean, it's a good card. Maybe Historic, Pioneer when you don't have access to that, but I totally agree. Prismatic Ending is just better.
Or decks that are taking advantage of artifact synergies.
Yeah.
Like I could see playing in Pioneer, there was the Azorius and Soul deck.
Yeah.
With Luris as a companion. Maybe you want Portable Hole as a sideboard removal spell in that deck.
Yeah, or, Fire's Yorion decks as well. They've always taken advantage of these glass casket stuff effects. Yeah. Not that those are super big. Does anyone still play Pioneer? I mean, I guess I played a Pioneer Challenge like last week, so I can't even talk, but I had fun.
Was anyone else in the tournament with you?
I top 4'd. There were 6 people. Yeah, so yeah. No, I played Mono Green Devotion. It was fun. Yeah. Played a nice Mono Green Devotion deck. I still like that one. It's pretty fun.
It's a cool one.
I'm gonna keep. It's a little clunky, but I have some faith.
Likewise, clunky, but I have faith.
Pass to you.
Okay, I no longer have faith.
Okay, good.
I will play an Alseid and pass.
Alseid. I'll play a land, and I'm just going to stomp this now. Pass to you.
Okay, I'll play a Selfless Savior.
Okay.
You're up.
Alrighty. I have a Bone Crusher. Pass to you.
Sack this passage.
I'm pretty sure this card's going to catch on. I think it's pretty good.
I'm going to get a second Plains here. My hand is very white heavy.
Okay.
And I'm going to hope to draw some more lands.
All right. No lander there?
It was a 2-lander.
Okay.
You can probably tell that by the fact that I played Fable Passage.
Yes, that was kind of a dead giveaway.
I'll play a Daxos and pass.
Okay. Oh, baby. That draw was nice. All right, I'll play a Galazeth Prismari. I will get myself a little treasure. And what do you got there? This is a 2, a 3. So I could attack with this. You would, yeah, I mean, it would trade your whole board. You probably don't want to do that. Okay, I'll attack.
I'll go to 16.
All right, past you.
Okay, well, found a land.
You're live.
I am live. I'm going to play Skyclave Apparition on the Galazeth.
Okay.
And
Gain a life, right?
Yeah, I do gain a life, and I will attack for 1.
Go to 17, and I go to 19.
You can go.
Okay. Holding that back because it is a 2/5.
It's large and in charge.
All right, so it's Goldspan Dragon. I'll attack. Treasure.
Yeah, I'm a 13.
Pass to you.
13.
My dragon deck has more dragons this time, and who would have guessed? It's working out better.
Yeah. Against the person who was stuck on colors and missed their 3rd land drop.
Yeah. Hey, you know, that's a Corey keep, so that's your own fault.
Yeah, the 2-lander on the draw.
Yeah.
Righteous Valkyrie, gain a life.
Okay.
I'm at 14.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, I'll untap. I'll draw. I'm going to mix it up and go with a Goldspan Dragon. Now I'm going to attack, get a couple of treasures.
I will take 8.
Okay.
6.
Second main phase, we'll play a Shimmer Dragon. And a land, I'll pass to you. Dragons, dragons, dragons.
Now, I do not think I have an out.
Do you have 7 more life than your starting life total?
When I found that second plains, I literally did not have a green card in my hand. So
Yeah.
I've, of course, drawn a green card in 3 of my 4 drops.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. Shimmer Dragon was about to start doing some busted stuff. Yeah, that card's cool. Never really saw, a single bit of play, but it's a powerful card.
Yeah. Now there's a bunch more artifacts in the set, or in the format, so hopefully, can do some cool stuff.
Yep,
That's definitely the kind of card that you see emerge at the end of the format when the format's the card pool is big and you have enough artifacts to make it work.
Yep. Totally agree with you. All right, everyone, that does it for our pre-board games. We are split 1-1. We are going to head to the sideboards and see if Ross can have us battle for the marbles, or see if we can lock it up here after this post-board. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to a Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Selesnya Lifegain and Jeskai Dragons. On my side of the matchup, we get to bring in a little bit of interaction here, which is nice. Giant Killer is great at killing dragons and then can come down and start tapping them down. So that's an excellent addition. And then I'm bringing in my Heliod's Interventions. There's plenty of artifacts over there.
Excuse me, some dragons. Galazeth Prismari laughs at that.
Okay. Heliod's Intervention is great in both modes here, actually. Blowing up portable holes, glass caskets, the dragon artifact.
Yep.
And even treasure tokens if I've got extra mana lying around. Mm-hmm. And then that second mode can really help me get to that key 27 life total that I need to get to, especially if I've taken a hit from a dragon somewhere in there.
Yep.
So that could be a way to sort of surprise, catch up, and suddenly my battlefield is a lot better than Corey expected it to be. Mm-hmm. So that's a nice disenchant to have. Cutting my Scavenging Oozes. Not a ton going to the graveyard here since I don't interact a lot, and a lot of your removal is exile-based.
Yep.
And then Elspeth's Son's Nemesis just gets attacked down by your dragons way too easily.
Yeah.
If I had more air defense, or if you were attacking more on the ground, then this Planeswalker would look a lot better since we're going to need to grind a little bit, but it's just too easy for you to answer with all those giant flying dragons.
Yep, I totally agree with you, and I'm having a slight second thought. I think I want to keep in just a couple counter spells because Tome, especially when I'm on the draw, is pretty bad. I want to take out a couple of these and actually leaving a couple sod comings. Last minute change, but bringing in just ways to deal with creatures. Glass Casket, Rip Apart, and taking out counter spells. They're pretty slow. Maze Mind Tome is also pretty slow though, so they're all kind of bad. But you know, there's value in each of them in small numbers. Like I'd be happy drawing one of each instead of 2 tomes or 2 sod comings throughout the game. So a little change on that. If I was on the play, I think I'd probably just go all tomes. It's pretty strong. Just go tome. Interact with like Portable Hole especially, and then draw a card. That's a nice one when you're on the play, but when you're on the draw, that could just be a little too slow. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely can.
Yep. All right, we'll battle it up here. We are tied 1-1. Got a little bit of time, so we might be able to stretch this, unless it's a long battle. Then this will be the final match of round 2.
Real quick before we get to this one, we did have a question about
what do we got?
A new card.
Okay.
Orcus, Prince of Undeath. Have you all seen this one yet?
Haven't, no.
It's a Ragdos card. It is X2 and black red.
This one, yeah.
Legendary creature demon, flying trample. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. Each other creature gets -X until end of turn. You lose X life. Or return up to X target creature cards with total mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste until end of turn for a 5/3.
I like it.
I think it could be strong. That's a lot of different things you can do with a card, you know? Yeah.
And importantly, the card still reads okay at X equals 0.
Yeah.
So if I'm just casting it, 4 mana, 5/3 flying trample, those are pretty reasable stats.
Oh, it flies too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 5 power evasion for 4 mana. You know, it's not great, but this is a card that when you're curving out in an aggressive deck, it looks really good because it hits really hard and it has very efficient stats. Doesn't die to stomp.
Isn't Rankle just better though? In that vein?
But yeah, Rankle might be better at doing that. But then when you draw Rankle on turn 10 and you have a bunch of mana, this card is game breaking, and Rankle might be very mediocre. You get slightly worse than the other 4-drops on turn 4, but probably still good enough to win games when you're curving out or your opponent is stumbling. But it's way better in the games where you're at parity for 5, 6, 7 turns and you get into that top deck mode. Now suddenly you're either wiping away a battlefield of small creatures or bringing back 2 or 3 creatures from your own side.
Think of all the Whisper squads you can bring back.
Oh, man, me down. But do it quietly.
Yeah, but do it quiet. You got to whisper. Yeah, I think this card could be interesting. For a 4-drop, as far as just looking at the rest of the power level of what Standard is going to be, I'm still guessing not really that amazing, but could be like a really strong sideboard card against mono white decks too. Like Season Hollowblade and stuff, cards like that are really big problems for black-red decks. If you can just give it -1/-1, that could be huge.
Yeah, and it doesn't take, just casting it on turn 5 lets you do that. And now, like the impact of that, a 5-power flyer on turn 5 that also killed 1, maybe 2 creatures. Like killing an Alseid and a Season Hollowblade.
Or a Selfless Savior, Elite Spellbinder, something like that could be insane.
Champion Hall Monitor. Yeah. So now you can block more effectively in the red matchups.
Yeah.
You sweep away all the random tokens that the Rakdos deck has generated. So they don't really have a lot of good sacrifice fodder for all of their synergies.
It seems like it could be a card that replaces the backside of that flip card that you've played quite a bit.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, the Exodus or something.
Yeah, Avatar of the Bloodlord.
Yeah. Like that card hasn't looked great to me. Like you've beaten me with it a decent amount on Versus, but it hasn't like jumped off the page to me, and it seems like that effect could just be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's battle.
I have a reasonable hand.
Yeah, I think this is reasonable. It's not great, but I'm gonna try it.
Okay, I'll play a plains and pass the turn.
Okay. I gotta try them. Pass to you.
I have a Prosperous Innkeeper.
Okay.
Get a treasure, and then I will sacrifice that treasure and play a Speaker of the Heavens and gain a life.
Okay.
21. Would have liked that Speaker on turn 1, but can't always get what you want.
Here we are, yeah.
But if you try sometimes,
you might find.
You get what you need.
All right, I'll pass to you.
Okay, I will attack for 2.
Okay, I will take it.
Brings you to 18 and me to 22.
Yep.
You're a jerk.
Why?
Because you have Stomp.
It's not being a jerk for having a good card.
Wanted to play my card one time. You have to do cool things with it, but I'm just never allowed to do that.
No fun for you.
Oh, screw you. You can go.
That's not very nice of you. End step, I will petty theft this.
Okay.
All right. Untap, a draw. I will play this pathway and I'll passway.
Attack for 1.
Take it. 17.
Speaker of the Heavens.
Card does scare me. It really does. You go to 23 with that. Another creature is like 24. Yeah, that resolves.
Okay, gain 1, go to 23.
Yep.
Blossoming Sands, go to 24.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right.
I
Crazy
had 2
beast.
temples in this mana base when I first built it because I just needed a couple more dual lands.
Yeah.
And I spit the bullet. And I thought, like, what if this card might just be better?
Yeah?
If you have Thessalar, you get to scry anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I'll attack.
21.
Brazen Bar just doing a good job at just making sure, you can't use speaker. Now, what do I want to do? I got some options. I'm just going to play a Triumph and I'll pass to you.
I will attack for 2.
Okay. You go to 22, I go to 15.
Yep. I will play a Skyclave Apparition.
Skaclave. All right, I saw that coming.
Okay. I will play Fable Passage, crack it,
Okay.
go to Plains, and now I can finally cast this card. Play Trellisera.
Yeah.
Gain a life off Innkeeper, get a counter on it, so it can't get stomped.
Yep.
And scry 1.
Okay.
So I'm at 23.
Yep. It's pretty good.
Waiting for a window. Don't think that is powerful enough. So put that on the bottom.
All right, I'll untap. I will draw it.
Play Goldsman Dragon, attack me for 7, play 2 portable holes.
Pretty close, actually.
I mean, I literally every turn I just assume you have the best possible cards, and I'm right 90% of the time.
Well, you were not right this game. That's for dang sure.
And if I'm if I'm wrong, you'll let me know it because you'll complain about how poorly you drew.
Oh yeah. No, is Bone Crusher Giant even in this deck? I'll attack, make a treasure.
16.
All right, 16 to 15, and I'll pass to you.
Ugh. Play Fable Passage and crack it.
Okay.
Play a Skyclave Apparition.
I don't love that. Yep.
So I'll gain a life, scry 1, and get a counter here. I'll exile the borrower.
Okay.
That'll put me to 17.
Yep.
Land on the bottom.
Okay.
Attack you for 6.
Okay. Oh, Petty Theft Skyclave. I'll get a 3/3 and I'll block the speaker.
The gross part is I built the deck, so I know there's only 2 Brazen Borrowers in it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's on my side. I'm pretty sure the name above me is Corey Ballmeister. That makes it a Corey deck, right?
All right, so I'm going to go to 18 and get another counter and scry. You're going to take 5.
5. Yep. Done.
That would be true if the name above you was Corey Baumeister.
What did you change my name to?
Well, I mean, if it's about who designed a deck, I mean.
Okay. We never know what Rob is doing to troll us over there, you know?
That one on top.
Okay.
Luckily, most of the time, I don't have to make you look bad. You just do it yourself.
Thanks, buddy.
So you're at 10.
Save the burns for the chat, okay, Rob?
And I'll pass the turn.
All right. Had enough poopy jokes in here with Brad coming in about plungers, okay? Okay. Let's go with... Should have so many good options. Let's go with... the 40-year-old dragon. And I'd like to declare attacks.
Yep.
I'll get in there with everything and I'll make a treasure.
I will go to 7. You'll go to 14.
Yep. And... pass to you.
Okay. I'll play Righteous Valkyrie.
I'll respond by stomping this. Prevent that life gain.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yep. Oh, and see, now I was about to double portable. Yeah, I didn't have Bone Crusher Giant the whole game until the turn I just cast it. So you playing around it was definitely beneficial to me on that turn because you just didn't play a creature, and I was just going to petty theft something. But, you know, I totally think it's very reasonable to play around it because it seems like I should have that on the draw, and just having Brazen Borrower as my only interaction on the draw, it was a little risky of a hand, but I had that plus Saga coming, plus Galazeth Prismari and Goldspan Dragon, I think. So, you know, if I could buy some time, bounce your speaker, counter it on the way down, I think is what I kind of had to do. It just lined up pretty well.
Yeah, so like if I just played the Tresselara or Trellisera on turn 3 like I had planned.
Yep.
I play at turn 3. I trigger to gain a life. You probably bounce it in response to the trigger to deny me the scry.
Yeah, I think so. I think I have to still bounce that because that thing's gonna get so large.
Yeah.
But then I'm really afraid of speaker. You know.
Like I was gaining not that much life. You were casting a dragon on turn 5.
Yeah, I mean you were up to like 24, and then I hit you with Brazen Borrower. You know, but I would have had to probably saw it coming instead of play Brazen Borrower, but being able to play Brazen and hit you for 3, I pretty much completely made speaker irrelevant, which was pretty big.
Yeah, maybe a misstep on my part. I ended up,
situational.
I ended up flooding too, so I just didn't really have much to do. Drew a couple Skyclave apparitions that weren't that good once you got to your bigger dragons. Mm-hmm. It just ended up being awkward all around.
Have you considered the Great Henge in the deck? Is it good enough? I mean, it gains you life and does the counter thing and stuff. It seems like it's good, but you don't have Lovestruck Beast, which is the natural pairing.
All the big creatures. That's the problem.
But it seems like instead of a pretty consistent turn 4 Henge like it is in most deck, seems like a pretty consistent turn 5 Henge. You can get your Pride Maids up to 4/4s, or Velky gets pumped or something like that, 4/4 Angel, and then do it on 5. Gain a little bit of life, pumps the thing, and then put the creatures in.
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah, have you considered adding Throne of Eldraine cards to your new deck? All right. So we can stretch this one here since we got some time. I'm guessing you want to go first?
I do, and I will keep my hand.
Yeah, I think I can keep mine as well.
I will start on an LC it.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
right, now I have the portable hole. Pass to you.
Unbelievable. Just matches up perfectly against my hand.
Have you tried not playing creatures with lower than 2 CMC?
Listen to the man.
Speaker Savior.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Let's go with a. Let's go with a stomp here.
I'll save it.
Okay. Pass to you.
Play Trellisera, attack for 1, get a counter on it and scry.
Okay.
So you're at 19, I'm at 21.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll leave that one on top.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, let's go with a portable hole on this. And then I will foretell a card and pass to you. Don't think we have a foretell zone, but you get it.
Yeah, attack for 1 with Speaker, got
Okay.
18 to 22. Go to 23 with a Blossoming Sands.
Okay.
And play a Righteous Valkyrie.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, I have a glass casket for this, and I'll pass to you. Really wanted to land there.
Okay, hit a good one at least. Play Trellisera.
Yep.
Attack with Speaker.
Yep.
So I'll get a counter. You'll get a 17. I'll go to 24.
Yep. I'm getting scared.
I will leave that on top
Okay.
and pass the turn.
I would like a good draw, please. No. Not what I wanted. That is 27. All right, I'll deal 3 to that. And I'll pass to you.
I will play Skyclave Apparition. I will
Okay.
hit the portable hole that's on Trellisera.
Okay.
I will attack with Speaker. I
Okay.
go to 16. I go to 25.
Yep.
Counter on here. Scry again. Is this good enough? Is this good enough? Three in hand?
3 in hand.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Put it on the bottom.
Done.
You can go.
All right. I got a land and one of these. Pass to you.
And now I'm dead.
I did need that land for quite a while.
I will play a Valkyrie.
Okay. I am going to see that coming.
It's like, I mean, I saw this coming and then
Yeah,
you said,
yeah.
okay.
Admittedly, I forgot about my foretell zone, even though that's the whole play I was setting up. But yeah. You'd have a really interesting attack if you were at 26.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know you missed land drops, but the fact that you had about 6 removal spells.
It did make up for the lack of lands, I will agree, but.
I guess it was 5. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, grow up. Believe it or not, I'd like another land.
Yeah, you can go.
That'd be
you
pretty cool.
You have the treasure. Just sack that for your Goldspan Dragon.
Well, you can't. These don't work for.
Just sack the treasure for your Goldspan Dragon.
Well, I want to play
I guess
something
you're
different.
trying to shimmer.
Maybe.
That's what's trying to go on.
Maybe. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yay. All right, I got a Goldspan Dragon. And then I'll attack.
I'm at 21.
All right, and I'll pass to you.
Yeah, I think what this deck is missing is a Luminarch Aspirant.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Didn't find space for it in this build, but it seems
That helps
very
out.
necessary.
That helps out your Great Henges too, if you want to do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I'm just very dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been holding the 5th land. I just drew another speaker.
Another Sod coming plus Shimmer Dragon next.
Yeah. Yeah, it just needed to, like, you know, either I don't even know what what I needed to do was draw Heliod.
Yeah, or Heliod's Intervention. That would have been a blowout at any point.
Yeah. The game I drew Heliod was the game where I was able to actually pump my creatures and make them reasonable attackers, and it was a 5/5. And Luminarch Aspirant would give me a little bit of that too. It would let me spread some creatures around, counters around, make them a little bit bigger, pressure you a little bit more. Maybe pump a lifelink creatures, gain a little bit more life, get to that 27 mark faster. And that's what I was missing. And you saw it in game 1 when I had it, my deck looked a lot more powerful. And I didn't have that ability to really create a good aggressive battlefield, and I was just relying on getting to my synergies. My deck isn't built to get to those synergies fast enough. The big issue is Righteous Valkyrie wasn't good enough. I played this card and had it be awesome when I'm like playing all clerics and gaining a bunch of life that way. And I was wondering how good it would be when it was just a payoff. And it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, no, so I totally agree.
Think if you swapped out Righteous Valkyrie and played for a Luminarch Aspirant, the deck would get significantly better. And that's something that I would explore later.
What about the new Mythic White Dragon that I played? You know, any thought? I know it doesn't really fit the theme, but maybe it's just good enough. You know, that card's kind of messed up. Doesn't really work well with enough. But also, we got a little bit of time. Do you want to play a pity game here? We didn't get to see everything in action for you. And I also didn't get to play Orb, you know? Or we can just go to the next one. Either or.
Is our next matchup slow?
A little bit. I got a Sultai control deck.
And what was my deck again? I can't remember. Rob, what am I playing?
Mono green.
Okay, so I'm playing an aggro deck. So it's probably not going to be that.
Yeah, let's do one more pity game here, and then we'll move on. Yeah. You done? Okay. Because I just think I still think your deck is cool. I like this deck a lot too. We just haven't gotten to see everything from each of our decks quite yet. So
hold on. Before this pity game, I'm going to grab Luminarch Aspirants.
Okay. I like it.
What set is that from again?
I played him in the first deck, so I think Rob would have him.
You've got him?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, try out some Luminarch. Or you can just say Age of Valkyries or Luminarchs, but I guess it's an easy fix.
We've got him. It only takes a second. Yeah. We can grab a question.
Perfect. Yeah, what do we got for questions?
Thank you, Rob.
Anybody else need a second plunger or anything? Brad can probably
I do have a score update.
Yeah.
So no, we don't need
7-6, 6-1, and then take a guess on the next set.
6-4.
Correct. Oh, you just got it. Okay. Well, that was.
I mean, you said it was 5-3 beforehand, and so I like it's. Well,
I just said update. I didn't say we had a winner. I don't know.
Joke's on you. He's actually just been looking at the score the whole time, so he just knew. So
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It was likely going to be either 6-3 or 6-4, depending upon the order of serve in that set.
Yep.
Right? Federer doesn't get broken all that often.
Yep.
Man, it's
True that.
serving maestro.
He's an adult gold tennis player.
He's a senior tennis player. At this
Yeah,
point.
he is a
39
senior,
is ancient. When Jimmy Connors made his run in '91 to the quarter, he only went to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open, but he was 39, so it was a big deal.
He's basically a shimmer dragon, right? He's got a lot of artifacts around, a lot of trophies. You know, he costs a little bit more. You know, a little bit slower to the battlefield, and
Very powerful. Once
but
he gets
very
there.
powerful. Yeah, yeah. All right, Rob, do you got one question at all while we shuffle up for this pity game?
Not at the moment.
Okay, cool. Let's see if you can do your thing. Okay, I'm already excited. How's your hand?
Awkward.
Awkward.
But I will keep it.
I'll keep.
I will play Speaker of the Heavens.
Okay. I have a try. I'm on pass to you.
Okay, we did it. Attack for 1.
Okay.
I'm at 21. Play
19 to
Daxos.
21. Okay.
You're up.
Play a land, and I'll pass to you.
Attack for 3.
I'll stomp this.
Okay. I'll gain a life when it dies.
Yep.
Go to 22.
22, and I take 2 to 17.
Yep. And I'll play Forest and pass.
Okay. I'll play this and play Orb of Dragonkind, and I'll pass to you.
Play an Innkeeper.
Okay.
Attack for 2.
I'm at 15.
Play a Forest. I was going to play an Innkeeper, but I
yeah,
announced that in the wrong order.
Okay.
But I will do that. I'll gain a life off of Daxos and get a treasure.
Okay, you're at 23.
We got 23 to 15.
Yep.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Pretty obvious giant killer here to play around. Now just what's the best way to do it? And it's tricky. I'll play this. And I'll play a Bone Crusher. Past you.
Corey is right, but I can't really get through this Bone Crusher anyway, so
Yeah.
we got to chop that one down.
All right, you go to 21.
Yeah,
kind
or
of relevant.
23.
You were at 23, right?
Oh, that is a 3. Okay. I can't
yeah,
read
yeah.
my
So
own.
now you're at 21.
Yep.
It's nice to play this, and even if you skyclave it, having it open to activate this is pretty cute.
I'll play a giant killer.
Top 7 is so many.
Yeah, go back up to 23.
Okay. Yeah, to gain 2.
And then attack for 3.
Okay, 12.
12. Pass the turn.
All right.
So what you're saying is it's dig through time.
It's pretty much dig through time, exactly. Yep.
Fly through time against dragons.
All All right, I will
Fly by night
play
airlines.
To be fair, there's a dragon in Dig Through Time's art, so
Well, I didn't know that. And I know you know I didn't know that.
it's Solumgar.
And I know you know I didn't know that. All right, we're going to make red mana. I got a gold span dragon.
Yep.
May I attack?
Yep.
All right, I'll make a treasure. And take 4.
19.
And... debating what else I want to do. I think I just want to sack this for a glass casket on this. Past you. Oh, my adult dragons were going to come play.
Kept a 4-lander and drew 4 lands in my 5.
Yeah. Well, at least we saw orb here. You know, we did it. We did it. All right. Well, we are going to head to our break before our final match. Rob, do you got a last-minute question at all before we head there?
Don't really have one at the moment.
Okay, so the next deck I'm going to play, I'm kind of excited about, is a Sultai control deck. I'm not really trying to do ultimatum stuff, but topping out with Loth, the Spider Queen. Is that what it's called? Loth?
There's 2 L's.
Yeah, okay. Loth, the Spider Queen, as just a Ob Nixilis style planeswalker, trying to, maybe I'm just, the boomer Magic player in me is just getting nostalgic when that card and that mana cost was good, so I'm trying to try it out. I was rather impressed with it when you played it, the one game. The other times it was kind of awkward, you didn't have a good spot to play it in, but I'm going to try it in a control deck where I'm not really utilizing putting the counters back up. So it really is going to be like make spiders the first turn and then just draw cards from there and kind of react, and then maybe if these spiders die, get the 2 more loyalties, cash it in for 2 more spiders, and see if that effect is good enough. I also have a nice fun of the blue-black creature that's new. Well, we'll have to see it next round, as well as
Zathar, I think. The drop.
Yeah. It's more of a fun of, but we'll see. It's a powerful effect, as a last ditch effort instead of like Luckmere Serpent or something like that. It'll definitely be more fun than that card. We'll see if it's actually good. What do you got up against me?
I'm going to be playing a little mono green aggro. We got the new 2-drop,
the
path leader.
3/3.
Yeah, trying to see just how good that card is in the mono green shell. Also playing some Frog Hemoths.
Yeah, I legitimately think so. I think so far that's probably just the best card in the set. Is that 3/3? Like, it's not great, but the set is a little powered down. But I think that one could be pretty good in a decent amount of decks. Pack Tactics is actually kind of cool. So, and it's fun to say.
Is it though?
It's kind of fun to say. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for round number 2. We are going to head to round number 3. Don't go anywhere.
Hello and welcome back to A Versus Live. I'm Ross Marion.
And I'm Corey Ballmeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say, why does anyone need 2 plungers, Rob?
Why does anyone need 2 plungers, Rob?
We'll never know.
I wouldn't have the...
Yeah.
I mean,
no clue.
I only have the 1.
If you have, if you have 2 bathrooms, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I have 3. I don't know why anyone would only need 2, I mean, it seems crazy.
Well, apparently you only have 1, so.
Yeah, well, now I don't know what Brad's doing over at that house.
he might have even less than that. Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. It is our final match of the day. We talked a little bit about our decks before the break. If you weren't here for that, I'm going to be playing mono green aggro.
Okay.
Established deck again in standard, but this time getting a pretty significant upgraded werewolf pack leader, and that's the main edition that I'm testing out today.
Okay.
This is a deck that just in its normal build has so many ways to trigger pack tactics ahead of schedule or trigger it out of nowhere with all the haste creatures. There's Questing Beast. I'm playing Frog Hemoth, which I'll talk about a little later, another haste creature. You can Gem Razor on 3 with a 1-drop and attack and trigger Werewolf Pack Leader on turn 3, as early as you possibly can.
Or Primal Might as well on a 1-drop.
Primal Might, and then You can also play your Garruk and pump a creature, and that'll get you to 6 power. So plenty of ways to be triggering this
a
card.
little tough on turn 3, but pretty easy on turn 4 if I don't interact.
Yes.
I'm going to be doing some interacting. So I'm going to be killing some creatures. I'm trying to Sultai Shell and just testing out Loth, Spider Queen, you know, seeing if this card is decent or just far too clunky in these style of decks. You know, this was usually just like a lot more Elder Gargaros in this style of deck, or like more Shark Typhoons and stuff, and who knows, those might just be way better, but I want to try it out, as well as Hall of the Storm Giants, a couple of these as a closer after I've sweeped the board, after I've used Binding to kill some creatures, and then we have Xanathar, Guild Kingpin as a fun of. It's another big creature that just could be really sweet, so we're going to give it a shot. Sir, you can't pick up my deck. This is a closed deck list tournament.
I'm pretty sure I'm doing it right now.
Oh,
so
okay.
Apparently you're wrong.
So I don't think we've really talked about Frog Hemoth. What do you think about it as a card?
I mean, it reads pretty well to me. I'm playing it in the Vorinclex spot where most mono green lists have. Just tighten up the curve a little bit.
Okay.
Also with Pack Leader, you don't have as much room for scavenging uses, so you get a little bit more of that incidental graveyard hate.
Yep.
You get it back, but you know, to me, it reads well. It plays well with Garruk.
Yeah.
Especially where you can go like Garruk on turn 4, make a beast, untap Frog Hemoth, pump it, and suddenly exile a bunch of cards and make it really big for the following turn.
Yeah, no kidding.
So
I'm not going to have that many creatures, but even gaining a ton of life, you know, I guess it's not that relevant. A deck that doesn't have a lot of creatures usually doesn't care how much life you have. That's the only thing I have bad to say about it is it seems like against aggro, it's going to be good because, well, there's a lot of creatures. It gets bigger. And against control and Sultai, Ultimatum, those kinds of decks, not as good because you don't want to gain life against them anyways, you know. But overall, I am agreeing, though. I think it is a pretty good card.
Yeah, I think in the control matchup, that's probably where it's at its worst. But even in those matchups, it's still just a haste threat.
Yeah.
And you want haste threats to follow up with sweepers. So just as a 5-mana 4/4 trample haste, that's perfectly fine against control.
Exactly. And I mean, if you don't kill it on the spot, if people are still going to be playing Heartless Axe instead of, you know, the new Doomblade that realistically I don't think you can still play. There's too many dragons around, you know, like that's a huge cost. So I imagine people are going to still stick with Heartless Act as the go-to black removal spell. And that's a big problem if you just start putting counters on them, you know? So
Certainly.
All right, let's try this out. Gio, guessing you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay.
I will keep my hand.
I think I'll keep as well. It's nothing special, but should be a fun one.
Okay, I will lead on a 1/1 Stonequill Serpent.
Uh-oh. That was not a great draw. I got a swamp, and I'll pass to you.
Attack for 1.
I'll take it. 19.
Werewolf Pack Leader.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
I kind of have a feeling I know what your follow-up's going to be, and it's not good for me. All right, I'm going to play this, and I'll pass to you.
Mutate the Gem Razor.
I have a sensor.
Attack for 4.
Okay. 15.
Literally says it's not going to be good for him. Has the best possible answer in hand.
Yeah, of course. I was baiting you into it.
I'm a mono green aggro deck. I just curve out everything.
Yeah. All right. I have... Wolf Willow Haven, and I'll pass to you.
Attack for 4.
Okay. 11.
Xandu Mammoth.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
I was going to say, you got a lot of ways to trigger that pack leader this turn, but... All right. Well, let's check it out. Spider Queen.
Sure.
I'm going to make some spiders, because that's my only relevant ability right now. And then I'll pass to you. These are 2/1s instead of 1/2. I'm afraid.
Okay, well that makes this a lot easier.
Uh-oh. Am I dead?
No.
Oh.
But I will play a land.
Okay.
I will Gem Razor this Stone Coil Serpent.
Okay.
And that means the 5/5 can just attack Lolth and make sure that's dead. These other two will attack here. If Corey wants to trade both spiders with the pack leader, that's fine. I have to attack with it to draw a card anyway. So Mammoth and pack leader at you, Gem Razor at Lolth, and I'll draw a card.
Would you care to use any abilities with your Gem Razor?
Oh, yeah, you have the enchantment down there. Sure. It's just hidden down by your lands.
So hidden.
I was looking up here. I was like, yeah, there's nothing to target.
All right. Where are you attacking again?
Gem Razor is over here. These two are you.
Okay. And you have played a land, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. 2/1s, not that good. And blocking. That's pretty bad so far. All right, we'll try to kill this.
Okay, pack leader down, Lolth down. You take 5, you go to 6.
Yep.
And now I have an even and an odd. I'm just thinking about extinction event. I'll play the Swarm Shambler.
All right.
Pass the turn.
I'm so dead. I'm so very dead. I have a Loth. And I'll make some more spiders. Pass to you.
So... a little awkward because the attack I would have liked to make here is Swarm Shambler at Lolth and the other 2 creatures at you, but you can block the 2 non-tramplers, take 5, go to 1, and then Lolth will get 2 more loyalty, and you'll be able to make 2 more spiders next turn.
Yep.
You will be at 1. I think I'd rather just get the I think I'd rather just get the Planeswalker off the battlefield then. So I don't think I can put you to 1 without having this get to 3 where it can still do something. So why don't I... Ugh. Six.
I'm in a lot of trouble. The Gem Razor Stone Coil is still pretty obnoxious.
Maybe I still want to make this play. The awkward thing is I don't have a land to make Mammoth unkillable in combat. That would actually make my attack a lot easier. Then I could make the attack I wanted to.
Yep.
Oh, no, same thing. But okay. But it's my only odd, and I have a bunch of evens in my hand. So I don't want to just give you play into the extinction event that way, though. Would you have extinction evented last turn if you had it? It's not great. You would probably be forced to name odd because otherwise you'd be dead to a land. So if you're thinking that way, then I'm just attacking you for 5, putting you to 1, and you have this Gem Razor to deal with. Though maybe that helps you where you can get the Swarm Shambler out of the way, kill this, don't leave me any value.
Make a play your Wildly Head.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying not to lose.
Yeah, I suppose. It's been one of those days for you.
Yeah. So Extinction Event certainly seems like a better play on your last turn than 2/2/1s.
Believe it or not, I think this would have been better as an Obnixilis this game.
So I just don't think you have Extinction Event. So I am going to make the play I talked about, the forcing you to 1, if you want to protect Lolth, I guess. But otherwise, you're definitely going to 2. So Mammoth and Gem Razor at you, Swarm Shambler at Lolth.
Okay. Well, Yeah, I am going to block like this and go to 1.
Yep.
This goes back up to 3.
And I will play a 4/4 Stone Coil. So now 1 removal spell does not save him, even with the 2 spiders. You can go.
How about an extinction event, though? But your mammoth isn't dead, right?
Oh yeah, the mammoth actually
Yeah,
lives.
yeah.
Even better. Oh, then this play was easy.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought mammoth was dying.
Yep, that'll do it. I just had my Xanathar, which can't block Gem Razor or Stone Coil, so not great.
If you had Extinction Event, that's pretty awkward. But it makes land a fine draw for me, and I've got 2 more creatures to play. Ooh, that would have been a good
I
land.
mean, not really. Extinction Event on even, make 2 spiders, and I'm wildly ahead.
No, because then you don't have the Lolth. You're still at 1. So I draw this land, I attack, you chump block, I play these 2 creatures.
Wildly ahead in the sense of I have a possible chance to win the game. So
Okay.
excuse me, yeah.
That seems like a very different...
Thing than wildly ahead? Okay, well, whatever.
I don't know if you understand the definition of ahead or wildly.
Yeah, I'm just so used to the other 2 matches and just thinking I'm just wildly ahead in all these games. So. All right, Rob, you got any questions while we shuffle up for our next game?
Not at the moment.
Okay. And also, Loth looked awful. Like, awful so far. That wasn't a good game 1 and trying to hope that this card is busted. Like, I even hustled it out on turn 4.
Yeah.
And your creatures just outclassed my spiders badly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Pack Leader, however, looks pretty good.
Which one? Yeah, Pack Leader looked awesome.
2 mana 3/3 that drew a card.
Yeah, that drew a card and still hit me for 6. And no, that looked great. I think that's to be assumed. It's not too hard to have a 2 mana 3/3 with a wall of text be good. You know, it's like Questing Beast's younger brother.
It's also it also just fits so perfectly into the stack. There's so many ways to enable the ability, and you want that extra mana sink late in the game.
Yeah, nope, I totally agree. It's awesome. Yeah, I'll keep.
I will keep as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a island. Go.
Okay, I will play a Swarm Shambler.
Okay. Got a Wolf Willow Haven. I'll pass to you.
I will play a 2/2 Stone Coil Serpent.
Okay.
And attack you for 1.
Okay. I'm at 19.
You can go.
All right. I have a pathway, and I'll pass to you.
Attack for 3.
Sure, 16.
Faceless Haven, Kazandu Mammoth.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
End step, I'll Heartless Act that. All right, I'm going to play a pathway and a Quandrix Cultivator.
Yep.
Let's get a... Don't need double blue for really anything, so let's just get a forest, and I'll pass to you. No. Yeah, what am I thinking? No, I'll get a forest. Yeah, pass to you.
I would like to mutate Gem Razor onto Swarm Shambler.
I'm going to Heartless Act, remove 3 counters.
I will get a, it's a 1/1 insect.
Insect, yep. And get Brad in here for the second time.
Okay. I've got a 4/4.
Yep.
I'll Primal Might the 4/4 onto the 3/4.
Okay.
And attack for 2.
Okay. We'll go to 14.
Pass. Wasn't necessary for me to kill the Cultivator to attack since Serpents per multicolored, but it's nice to use this while Corey's tapped down and can't have a removal spell in response.
Yep. All right, I got a spider. We'll make some spiders. I'll pass to you. I'm just going to keep casting this Planeswalker in hopes that it'll be good, and so far, it has not been. These Gem Razors, though, have looked incredible.
You have 1 card in hand?
1 card.
I'll Primal Might Gem Razor to a spider for 0.
Is it deal damage or fights?
It's fight.
Okay.
Wanted to test Corey for a removal spell there. Play QB.
The old QB. That's pretty good against these 2/1 spiders.
Yep.
Sure.
Don't think you have it, so I'm just gonna jam with those 2. Both of you.
Okay. Yep. Take 5.
Taking 5, leaving your spider.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, so you're at 9.
Yep.
Pass turn. Extinction event would be pretty good.
You mean this card I just drew?
Yeah, I probably should have just jammed with everything because extinction event's the only way of getting back in the game.
I'll attack.
Double block.
Ah, dang it. Probably shouldn't have shown that to you, huh?
If you attack, I know what's what. But yeah, I should have just let you trade for the Gem Razor and deal an extra 5 damage. Because then you'd be at exactly 4, and this Faceless Haven would be lethal.
Yeah, what am I at?
You're 9.
9, okay.
That was a mistake on my part. Okay, I'll play another Haven and attack for 4.
And you're just at 20, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm at 5.
Pass the turn.
All right, I'm actually excited. This one I think is good. Yeah, let's make some spiders, and I'll pass to you.
Okay, QB.
Oh my god! You're a jerk.
Attack you for 4.
Yeah.
You're at 1. You can go.
God, you're a jerk. Oh my god. That was disgusting. Ugh. Cycle. You win. Dang it. I was like, Lothwood actually going to be good there. Trade with Faithless Haven, then I'd at least just get to make 2 more spiders. It would kill both your Faithless Havens, but yeah, I don't know. It still has not looked great.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been that good. I should have just attacked with everything the previous turn.
Yeah.
I didn't do the math, and like the math worked out perfectly too. Where, like,
Yeah.
I didn't check that out all evens. But if I was carefully considering everything that turn, I know Extinction Event is your best way to get back into it, and the best way for me to play around is just literally attack with everything.
Yeah.
If you put a spider in front of the Gem Razor, which is your best trade to make, you only prevent 1 damage and you go to 4. So maybe you knowing that, you block. Actually, you can only prevent 1 damage either way because Stonecrawler Serpent has trample 2, and then there's a 1/1 and a QB you can't block.
Yeah.
So no matter what block you made, you were only preventing 1 damage. You were going to go to. I was going to deal 5 extra. You would have been at 4, and then the Haven is lethal after you extinction.
So what you're saying is you just got incredibly lucky and you got bailed out. Even though I don't know, I still needed to draw like a Gargaroth or something to actually pull ahead. I had still just on blanks after Loth, so wasn't great.
Loth has not been enough for you to stabilize the battlefield, and you haven't had enough early interaction to keep my battlefield at bay to create a good window to cast it.
Yeah, it hasn't looked good. It hasn't looked good so far, but we're gonna head to the sideboard and hopefully it gets better when I put some more removal in. One can hope, right? So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. Welcome back to sideboarding here on Versus Live between Sultai Control and the Mono Green Machine. From my end, I am taking out Shark Typhoons. They're pretty weak. Disdainful Stroke, I'd rather just kill all your stuff. And then Elspeth's Nightmare does not have... Only one of the modes is relevant sometimes, and that's not good enough. You really want Elspeth's Nightmare to have like at least 2 of the modes, and then it's good. And if 3 modes are good, well, you're playing against rogues, and it's awesome. So, and then I'm cutting 2 Wolf Willow Havens. They're a pretty big liability to Gemraiser. I kind of want to take out more of them, and I was considering leaving in Sharks. But on the play, it can still be pretty good. On the draw, I would for sure take out all the Havens and leave in probably some Sharks. And then just bringing in things that kill creatures, more Gargaros, and the Pelucranos, I think is pretty decent against Mono Green. Just a big body.
Gigantic.
Yep, it's huge.
On my side, bringing in a couple Planeswalkers against the control deck, always nice, and a threat that's difficult to kill in Harbinger. Going down on removal spells, you don't want to draw too many Primal Mites, but with Elder Gargaroth on the other side, the first one is usually pretty valuable.
Yep.
Garruk Unleashed, not great in this matchup, just because it's usually the +1 letting you attack through a cluttered battlefield. That's really good.
Yep.
You gotta try to make 2 3/3s, and that's okay, but
and it's just a bad card. So.
Yeah, like making 2 3/3s used to be the kind of way that you beat control decks, but now they all have such really powerful end games that marginal value usually isn't the way it happens. Like Vivian generates card advantage, but it can generate a huge amount of it with the static along with the +1. You can sometimes find key questing beasts or whatever with the -2 as well. But the marginal value from Garruk Unleashed is just not how you beat control decks anymore.
Every 29-year-old to 35-year-old that's listening just heard 2 3/3s is like, call the herd?
Yeah.
What? Get me back in here. Yeah, that card was unbeatable when I started playing. Like, woo.
And then Scavenging Ooze is just another low impact card. So we're taking out our lowest impact threats for some really high impact threats, and as well as trimming a removal spell in a matchup where we don't want to draw too many of them.
And Pro Black, where all my removal is black, that's probably good. I do have a decent amount of Wrath, which should help, but that's problematic.
Mutated Gemraiser onto it, and
sure. Then I'll have my 1 of Petty Theft, and I'll wreck you.
I mean, isn't that even really wrecking me?
Maybe. It's also not in my deck, or is it?
No one knows.
All right, I'm going to be going first.
But it's provocative.
Let's see if I can get a game in this match.
People going.
I have been not getting the people going, and I don't think this is the start to help me get the people going.
Well,
I will be taking removal again.
My hand is excellent.
Excellent. What are you saying? Your mono green deck is more consistent than my 3-color deck, where I've added a lot of 5-drops to?
Need to draw more Zagoth Triumph.
Yeah, that's true. All right, take 2. Okay, this is pretty bad, but I'm in. Let's get rid of this land. And got a lot of different pathways. I got to do this correctly. Let's go with this, and I'll pass to you.
I will play a Forest and a Swarm Shambler.
You would.
Pass the turn. Sorry, it was a snow-covered forest. Don't want to mislead you.
A Snow Swarmler. All right. I have a pathway and a Wolf Willow Haven, and I'll pass to you.
I'll get in for 1.
Okay. 19.
Play another Snow Forest and a Pack Leader.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
That was a pretty good drop. All right, I got a land, and I forgot this card was in my deck because I haven't seen it in so long. So Binding, and I'll pass to you. Oh, I've missed you, Binding. How are you?
I will play a Faceless Haven.
Okay.
And another Pack Leader.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. I will draw chapter 2. That Zagoth Triumph you were talking about. Here it is. And then, I mean, the pure definition of insanity is just doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. But here we are. Let's try it again. Pass to you.
So I will put a counter on the Swarm Shambler on your
Yeah.
end step.
And let's get real. I mean, me coming in to play Magic against you twice a week for 6 hours, that's the true definition of insanity. Wouldn't you agree, Rob?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So I think I also drew a pretty good one.
Okay. I'm going to have Death Touching Spiders next turn. That's a scary sight.
Yeah, hard to resist this.
Okay.
I'll play another Haven, and I'm going to mutate Gem Razor onto the Shambler, destroy Wolfwillow Haven.
Okay.
Then we can send the 6/6 Trampler at the Lolth, make sure that's dead. And I can offer the trade of double blocking on the Pack Leader, which I think is fine because I'm going to draw a card while doing it. So, yeah, we'll send the Pack Leader at U2 and draw a card.
Okay. Yeah, I will take the trade, lose this.
Everything down, and then I'll pass the turn.
Get rid of that.
You said you were going to have Death Touching Spiders.
That's true. That's true. They're
You lied
dead.
to me.
That's true. All right. Instead, I have a Pelucranos with a lot of counters, and I'll pass to you.
I remove that many.
Mm-hmm.
How many cards in the graveyard?
Only 3.
Only 3.
Yep.
So currently, this is a trade because they're both 6/6s.
Yep. Not bad.
So yeah, I will offer it.
Yeah, I'll block.
Okay. I will then play a Kazandu Valley
Okay.
and a Harbinger.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
That's pretty good. All right. That's a pretty good draw. Pass to you. Leave that Gargaroth alone right now, okay?
Let's play a Vivian.
Okay. Thank
Very
you.
disappointed to have drawn the Valley.
Yeah.
Though I guess against the Pelucranos, it wouldn't have been very good.
Okay.
Take a look at what we got there. Gonna play another Valley.
Okay.
And I will plus to make a 3/3 of some kind. It's Vigilance, Reach, and Trample.
Or.
Yeah. Or. I guess I'll give it Reach.
Okay.
You can go.
I'm going to attack Vivian. I'm going to draw a card. I think my draws are better than a 3/3.
I'll go for the double block.
All right. I have the Heartless Act.
Can't Heartless Act either of them.
Oh. That's a lie. I can Heartless Act this.
Sure. Not in the mode you want to, though.
Yeah, that wasn't my best play.
You want to blow the Heartless Axe to try to get closer to that Pelucranos?
All right, it's dead. I will cycle. Dang it. All right, pass to you.
I almost don't want to make it 3/3 because I don't want to let you Heartless Act. I knew that was there. Playing my top card into this Heartless Act does not seem great.
You don't know about the Heartless Act.
Well, if I didn't know about a Heartless Act, I think the play I would try to make here is -2 Vivian and play a 6/6 Stone Coil so I can find a Froghemoth, which is a cool play that is going to get blown up. So I'll make that one just for you.
It's a cool play. Thank you. Thank you. You're a gentleman.
I had a Questing Beast on top.
Oh, okay.
Would have been tempting to play.
Kill it.
Yeah. It does leave me with a 6/6 that is untouchable by Felucranos, which is nice.
Yep, done.
Yeah.
All right, I got a Gargaroth. And play this on the green side, and I'll pass to you. And Gargaroth is better against Stonecoil Serpent than Felucranos.
Okay, I will make another Rage Beast.
Okay.
Then I've got a Swarm Shambler,
Okay.
a Heart's Desire, and a Lovestruck Beast.
Okay.
And do I want to make an attack with Stonecoil Serpent? I don't think so with Vivian on the battlefield, so I'll just pass the turn.
Is that going to be a good card?
You literally just drew both Gargaroths and a Shadow's Verdict?
I have 4 Gargaroths, okay? All right, Shadow's Verdict.
Okay, well, I'm dead.
Yeah,
go to the
yeah,
next
you are.
turn.
And another Gargaroth. I was like, ooh, you played a 3-drop or less. Oh, you played another one. Oh, my God. Please, keep going.
You had one card in hand when you played the first Gargaroth,
Yeah, it was Heartless Act.
and you drew a card, and then drew off the Gargaroth.
Yeah, and that was Shadow's Verdict. But if it was Shadow's Verdict first, I would have destroyed you, because then that double block wouldn't happen. But I drew it off
One was a
Gargaroth.
Zagoth Triome that you cycled, right?
Yeah, that was for the draw step, and then Gargaroth drew a card, which was Shadow's Verdict.
And then you drew 2 more Gargaroths.
And then I drew 2 more Gargaroths and a Felucranos somewhere in there. Yeah.
It's a pretty good set of draws.
Not bad. That's pretty much all my deck can do now because my big payoff Planeswalker is definitely a liability. It has not been good in any way, shape, or form. And it really seemed like it should have been good in that game. But yeah, it's just the combination of Gemraiser and Questing Beast, Faithless Haven, and your 4/4 Haste Trampler. Does that thing trample too? The
Froghemoth.
Froghemoth, yeah. So like maybe it's just not the matchup for it. I could definitely see that, and I could see, you know, like up against mono white snow, I bet it would actually be pretty good. But against mono red, Embercleave would go over the top of it. It would seem bad. I think it's a small amount of things that it would actually be good against. You know.
That was game 3.
That was game 3. Yes, it was, and that was a beating.
Yeah, I think I was in very good shape, and then you drew perfectly.
Yes, excellent. All right, let's go with game 4. You're on the play. I'm scared. This is a nice loose goose of a keep. I think I'm going to be in.
And even the Heartless Act is good, because if I get to Froghemoth you there, then I have a giant creature that you don't hit with the Verdict.
Yeah. No, I needed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep this.
Okay, let's do it.
I will play a Swarm Shambler and pass the turn.
All right. I got to try them, and I'll pass to you.
I will attack for 1.
19.
Play a Pack Leader.
Okay.
You're up.
I have a land and pass to you.
Attack for 4.
Oh, Heartless like that. Take 1.
Yep.
18.
I'll play a Lovestruck Beast.
Okay.
You're up.
All right. Not the best of draws. I have a haul, and I'll pass to you.
Attack for 6.
Okay. I will take it down to 12.
Yep. Go.
All right.
It's the only thing I had to play. It just plays right into Heartless Act.
Heartless Act?
Or not Extinction Event. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Good news for you. I don't have it.
Like, if I pass with just this battlefield, like
One removal spell.
one removal spell.
Yeah.
again, if this was like an old school control deck, you could make plays like that and play slow. But when you have things like Elder Gargaroth,
Yeah.
you just can't do that. It's all about just forcing them to have the exact right cards at the right time.
Ugh. So I can play around a few cards, and a few cards are just going to wreck me. And it's just about guessing what you have. Yeah, I think I just have to do the play that soaks up the most damage to prevent me from just dying to like a Primal Might. So yeah, I got a binding on that. I'll pass to you.
I will just jam at you for 5.
7.
2 to 7, look at the top 4.
Yep. Get a creature or a Garrick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will take another Harbinger.
Yikes.
And now I have to worry about Shadow's Verdict. And you're low enough, and this is difficult to deal with spot removal, that in this scenario, I'm willing to not play around it and just pass.
You mean you are willing
Or willing to play around it, yeah. You know what I mean.
I'm at 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, the brutal thing here is if I'm trying to play around Primal Might again, you know, I think I have to make my play. Actually, yeah. Okay. I am going to play Loth, make a couple spiders. At least this plays around Primal Might. I'll pass to you. So the whole goal is Primal Might was just lethal if I didn't interact with the battlefield or make 2 creatures for a while. I'm pretty sure you don't have Questing Beast, which is good, because I think that plays around pretty much all my removal spells, and you would have played it last turn. Some information I should soak up.
You have 4 in hand?
4 in hand.
I'll just play my Vivian.
Yep.
Make a trample beast and pass the turn. That's reach. Need trample.
Trampling Beast, eh? Okay. Draw chapter 3. All right, I'll attack both to Vivian.
Live to 2.
They're 2.
Oh, they're 2.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because we're using the wrong tokens. And they have Death Touch.
Sure do.
This was very awkward.
And Menace.
Yeah, I know that, which is also awkward. Yeah, that was just on me because we weird tokens. Okay, I guess Vivian dies.
Okay. I know you have just Harbinger.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I have too much of a choice. I'll go to 6.
Yep.
All right, I got the Shadow's Verdict. Get rid of these. I don't get the counters, and I'll pass to you. Landborn Clucks.
So Ross.
Well, I do have a Questing Beast.
Yeah.
You have the Heartless Act?
No.
Well, take 4, Loth down.
Yeah.
You're
Ross,
2.
chat wants to know why you didn't kill Corey last turn.
Did I have him dead?
You had a pro black creature and you had 2 primal mites in your hands.
Hexproof from black.
Pro
creature.
black
Or
and
whatever.
hexproof.
Yeah.
Hexproof.
Well, no,
Alright,
still, you had the 2 primal mites was the main thing. To kill the spiders.
Oh yeah, 2
And then
primal
attack
mites?
for lethal.
Oh yeah, I could cast 1 for 3 and 1.
Yeah,
I just did the
was
math
playing
wrong.
around 1 primal might the whole time and
Yeah.
not 2.
Yeah, I just
Alright.
did the math wrong.
All right. Well, thanks for keeping me in the game.
Yeah. Also, thanks for telling Corey what my hand is.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat.
Look, I had to rub it in now.
Yeah, I have 1 play. It does not change it. So I'll do that with the land binding. And I think I have 1 more land, and then I'll pass to you.
Harbinger. X equals
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
You can go.
I'll thin my deck out. And I guess I have to shuffle for binding. I'm at 2, eh? Draw.
You need a Loth or a Sweeper, really.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Forest card. See if I have a basic forest. It's where I'd rather leave Triomes in my deck since I have enough lands. And I have a Cultivate.
That one's not so good.
Nope. All right, pass to you.
You're at 2.
Yeah.
Oh, play a Great Henge.
Yep.
Attack.
All right, I'll block.
There's a land? Oh, come on. You can't.
There's 1 proxy land, and I talked about it at the beginning. What are you talking about? Get that card out of there.
There's no way you're going to hide your creature.
Hide?
Ross,
right
Ross,
there.
you had lethal and you missed it. You can't be mad.
Yeah.
Hold the phone here. This thing's a 7/7,
Yeah.
so I could Primal Might it and force the block.
Primal Might my land that I haven't animated?
I mean, I just don't have to fight anything. I force a chump.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But then, like, there's a lot of things you can draw that are really good. Like, if you have Gargaroth or something.
Yeah.
So I should just henge and say go.
Okay. Silly Ross.
Hiding your creature land.
Hiding? It was right there. It's in plain sight. Wow, that was probably a good draw.
It's the last game of the day. I'm just trying to get it done with. You're sitting here trying to mind game me.
I got a lot. Spiders.
Yeah.
And
I'm over here literally making a play into a card that you accidentally revealed to me, and you're mind gaming me back.
yeah, I'm not mind. I sat here. I have a preview card. What preview card land do you think I have down here? I'll pass to you.
End step gain 2.
All right. What do you think, Rob? Was I mind gaming him, or did I just have my cards sitting there?
I think Ross definitely mind gamed himself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're 2.
Yeah.
So
Gigantic Primal Might?
yeah, I was thinking about Jawari Disruption as a card that you might be randomly holding onto that would be really bad.
Yeah.
But if I played as a 7/7, it becomes an 8/8, so it's bigger than that. But you could double block. But I've got this Primal Might. Yeah, I'll play it as a 7/7.
Resolves.
Have it be an 8/8 and draw a card.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
I'll play a forest and pass the turn.
Draw. Go to 1.
Yep.
So it's an 8/8, huh? I got a Wolf Willow Haven.
Yep.
I'll make a wolf. And I'll pass the turn.
I'll go to 26.
Okay.
X equals 1, fight the wolf with the Harbinger.
Okay. Check this up.
X equals 5, fight a spider with the Harbinger.
Okay.
So this is now a 10.
Yep.
Attack you with both.
I'll animate my land. Unless you need me to announce it in a different way.
You're good.
All right, I'll block and I'll die. All right. Well, thanks for letting me try to get back in. If you didn't kill me there, that was the top card. That would have been a good one.
That would have been a very good one.
But I'm at 1, so Loth was just completely bricked. But the Great Henge honestly still probably would have won that game.
Yeah, I mean, next turn I'm drawing, a million cards.
You were literally playing like all those cards. So yeah, all right.
I had 9 mana, so I'm literally kept playing both of these.
Yeah.
Next turn, there's a 5/5 trample haste.
Yeah, the Great Henge, who would have guessed? So that's your takeaway, is your Great Henge was insane, and that's it?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking of. That like I drew the second Primal Mind, and I was like, that's awkward. I just wanted to draw, like there was something I was like thinking about drawing, and I just got tunnel visioned, just trying to end the game, and it just like it didn't occur to me that I literally had exactly enough mana too. I had 5 total. So you're.
Because I was playing around 1 the whole game. There's no way I could really play around 2.
I had the 1. You were smart to play around it, but I get to exactly X equals to 3 pumps. I guess I only need 2 pumps. I guess I only needed 2 pumps.
Yeah.
Because that's 5 toughness against 4 power. Mm-hmm. But you were at 7, so I need the extra point of power. But I also had the 1/1, so I only needed 4 mana.
Honestly, though, I think we should probably get that second plunger for you after all those shitty plays, I'll see myself out.
Just wanted to win with my green deck.
All right, you did it.
Pack leader looked very good.
Pack leader looked good. Loth looked bad. And Loth cannot be in that kind of shell. It doesn't have the power to stand alone and be good like Teferi, like Obnixilis, like Nissa.
It would have to be a sideboard card for like control mirrors where you can just resolve it, make the spiders, and then start, and it's never going to get pressured.
Yeah. No, that could be good, but even then, like I'm thinking if we're in a control mirrors, they probably have like Shark Typhoons, if you just get them bigger than that. Like I'm saying, it could be good, but it could still not be good, and that's in the perfect scenario. So what I think, and what I actually really want to try is I want to try a remember like the Croxa Tenthepest kind of Jund deck that I tried last season. I want to try something like that where my top end is just, Loth and just see if it's good. Like just Croxa itself, playing it going to the graveyard, getting a counter on it, it's kind of cool, and just be and still play a lot of sacrifice stuff, but pretty much just green for like Tenthepest, maybe Corvold, I don't know, but
a more mid-rangey Jund sacrifice build that work. Like where we saw Loth be good was in Rakdos Sacrifice, where I played it on Tuesday.
Exactly. So I think it has to be more in that vein.
Yeah, you need to be creating a battlefield in order to defend a Planeswalker that goes to 1.
Yeah, exactly.
You're forced to literally deal with every creature I play, at least every large creature.
Yeah.
And any evasive creature that can get by the spiders.
Yeah. Other big takeaway for me, another card that I'm impressed with that I think will actually see standard play is Icing Death Frost Tyrant. I think it was pretty good. It felt good to me,
No, I agree. I think it compares favorably to Legion Angel.
Yeah.
You think about Legion Angel, like, it's a 4-for-1, but you only have 1 in your deck, so you don't see it very often. This is a card you can put multiple copies of in your deck, draw it reasonably often, and it controls the battlefield really well. And it can play the racing game because it plays offense and defense, and it flies over at a good rate of power, but it can also play the attrition game. It's a very versatile card.
Yeah, agreed. And one thing I like about it over Legion Angel, which Legion Angel, it seems like it should be better than it truly is, but it's awkward because, you don't know how many to truly play. People still don't know the number. We've had it out forever. There's a lot of 2 and 2s, but
it's always 1-3 or 2-2.
Yeah, but even that, to gain value, you have to commit more mana, and in Standard, that's not what you can be doing. Here, you get the value immediately with something that's free, and I think that makes this card actually good. Plus the vigilance, like we were talking about, is a huge keyword on a card like this. So.
Standard is so much about mana usage and mana efficiency that even attempting 4-for-1, right? And it's 4 pretty powerful cards because it costs 16 mana to deploy. You're almost never going to realize the full value of that unless it's over the course of a very, very long game. And even then, like people can do things like cast an ultimatum, and then I don't care that you have 2/4/3 flyers.
Yeah, or Extinction Event, and like even just Heartless Act as like a tempo spell. Like, sure, they're gonna play more, but it's just like, yeah, get that out of there. Play Gargaroth, sure, play another Legion Angel, attack if you want to block. Heartless Act again. So yeah, I don't think it's great, but this card really did impress me. And another thing that I think it's gonna be good against, that's pretty applicable to Standard, is Goldspan Dragon is probably the most popular card right now, the most played card in Standard. And this is just a great one. Turn 4 this, and you go Gargaroth or Elder Goldspan Dragon into this. Block, get something out of it. Even if you just got a treasure out of it, I'm getting a little artifact as well, and I think it trades pretty favorably there. So
you spent 1 less mana to begin with, so you feel like that treasure is making up that tempo difference most of the time.
Yep.
The only worry there is if they have the nuts of Goldspan Dragon, attack, Petty Theft, your Icing Death, and
And one last thing I'll say about this card and just the mono white snow deck. This card is not solving the big problem with that deck, and that's Sultai Ultimatum. That's still a bad matchup. Sure, Season Hollow Blades and stuff can get the distance done, but I don't think that's good enough. This is good enough to throw it over the edge. There's still a lot of exile effects. You still have Gargaroth. That's a huge problem for them.
Well, the equipment is pretty good against Gargaroth. It lets you attack through it.
Yeah,
so that's nice. That said, you're right. They do have a lot of ways to exile it. I guess not. That because Shadowsburg doesn't get it. It's really just Extinction Event.
It's just Extinction Event, but you have a lot of ways to just ignore it. You just don't have to care about it too much. And Heartless Act at once to buy yourself a turn, and then Ultimatum. It's still okay. It's still a card that has text against them, but it's not solving that problem, and that matchup was already kind of rough. But it was still close, of course. But all right, that is going to bring us to the end of the show, y'all. Rob, we are going to thank some subs. We'll thank some sponsors, and we're going to head out.
All right.
Oh, you owe me some things over there, though.
We'll deal with that later.
No.
Got a few subs
exchange
today. IRL Binky for 5 months. D-Balls.
I like to put it on air.
D-Balls Laugh. And Heptagon 24 for 16 months.
Heptagon.
Thank you to all of our subs.
Thank you for that support, and if you would like to support Star City Games in another way, you can join SCG Premium. $7.99 a month will get you access to exclusive content from our wonderful staff of content creators, as well as some other perks, which are 5% off of sealed product, 10% off of singles, and 15% off of supplies. So head on over to starcitygames.com/join-premium and sign up today.
We need to get more people into premium. Brad can't even afford another plunger, so we need to get more people in there to read his content, I guess, huh?
Yeah, everything helps.
Yeah, everything helps. All right, and next up, we got preview season here for Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, of course, which we've been playing today. You can pre-order sealed product as well as pre-order individual cards now already. So if you really want to be on top of it, I mean, the set comes out I think it's either next week or the week after.
That's not far off.
It was a really fast preview schedule compared to the rest of them. So if you just want to be on top of it and get these cards in your cart, get them ready to be sent to you when the time comes, you can go to starcitygames.com/previews to get some more details on that.
And if you need to pick up a little extra cash so you can purchase this sweet D&D product, keep in mind that Star City Games is always buying cards, and the process has never been easier because there is so many ways to do it. You can use the buy list feature on the website. You can mail your cards in and let SCG do the work for you. You can make an appointment and do your business in person. And if your collection is big enough, you can make an appointment and have Star City Games come to you. And do keep in mind that when you are trading your cards in for store credit, you will get a 30% bonus on that trade-in.
Sweet. And when you're getting all that bonus bucks back for selling some of the cards that's just collecting dust, might as well turn them into some sweet non-basic lands. Our sale this week is 10% off non-basic lands. So if you want to pick up some fancy Faithless Havens or any kind of creature lands that maybe the person you're playing against will just not remember them and it'll just blow them out, you might as well save some money on them, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't apply to today or anything. I'm just saying in general, if they would like to do that.
I like creature lands.
Yeah, I do enjoy some creature lands as well. So go to starcitygames.com/sale and you can check that out. Now, remember that sale does end Monday at 10:59 a.m. and then we'll start a whole new sale all over. So if you want some non-basic lands, check that out before Monday. So that's going to do it for us today.
Hold the phone. We got to thank our sponsor.
What am I talking about? Of course.
Last but not least, it's Coalesce Apparel. If you like the shirts that we wear, you can find their entire collection of t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers at coalesceapparel.shop. And do remember to use the gift code SCG when checking out to get 10% off of your purchase there as well.
This is literally my favorite one, too. I love it. I love the colors. It's my favorite. My favorite.
You're all about that South Beach collection.
I love the South Beach collection. I honestly, I just want more of them. You know, like think I have every Coalesce shirt. I just want like 2 of each of these.
If you want more South Beach, you could take your talents there.
I could just head to South Beach. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe whoever I play against will.
Really, anywhere but here.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I would take a live recording of versus live in South Beach. I don't know.
Isn't that where they did one live, like many years ago?
Oh, like at a tournament, right?
Yeah. I think it was at the.
That was
Miami, right?
That was a tournament you top 8'd, right?
Yeah, where I took second in Miami, right?
Yeah, I think that was
Green White Devotion.
Too. Good times, good times. Thanks for that plug. Appreciate it. It's always nice. You always try to sneak in your accomplishments, but I never get to do mine. So thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
I lost playing for cash in the last round of that GP.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad.
Same list.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But I played around all these creature lands that I was attacking into and stuff.
How were those high sentinels of Arashan in the sideboard?
I don't even remember what the card does. So I don't know what you want from me. That's gonna do it for the show, everybody. We've been having a lot of fun with the new D&D set. You best believe we're gonna dive even deeper next week when we get some extra cards. So make sure to check us out Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So for Rob, Sour Merriam, I'm Corey Baumeister. We'll see you then.